Baby, welcome to the 40. I'm in the Mazda to race the beam. I be sliding with your shorty. Baby, welcome to the 40. Cause know I'm gonna slide if they ever try to extort me. Baby, welcome to the 40. Bitch, I'm a trend, not a crip. Put one in your head and empty the clip. No fire trucks, but there's ladders and whips. Craig Pops, you just slipped in some shit. 48 the block, do we the strip. Always packing like I'm taking a trip. DOA for the BOA. Go to Chevy, whatever, my nigga is lit. I can handle money ish.
Yo, everybody, hey, how you doing? See, it's only me here right now. My co-host is running a little late, so I'm just going here and we're going to talk. I want to get somebody up here to talk to me. So, I just want to tell y'all about my day. It was good. My little cousin, man, I want to say congratulations to my little cousin Gavin, man. He's going to college. We had a good what up? Justin Williams, man, did you get your shirt? Shawnee, what up, Shawnee? You want to come on here? I need somebody to come up here and talk with me for a little bit. And my co-host is in the building. He's on the comments. Just waiting for him to come in here. He'll be here shortly. So what's up? How's everybody doing out there, man? We got a lot to talk about today. We're going to talk about music. We're going to talk about a little bit more politics. We're going to talk about everything, man. So once he gets ready back in here, we're going to talk about it. But for now, we're going to have a little fun. Look, he's stuck in traffic during the quarantine. Yo, G, I'm about to send you a link. Hop in that. Yo, Shawnee, click the link above so that we can see your name. What y'all want to talk about? We're going to talk about basketball. That shit's about to come back. I'm just waiting for him to click that link to come in. And then I ain't want to have y'all waiting forever, man. I apologize for all of that. About to go shoot some scenes with the boys in a few. What kind of scenes you doing, bro? You doing a video? What you doing? Baby, welcome to the 40. Yeah, we got some shit to talk about, man. That PS5, I don't even play video games, bro. If I do get it, I'm gonna get the Xbox. I'm gonna get the Xbox just because I already have this one. JT was trying to buy that shit from me. Oh, y'all doing some vlog work? Yeah, good job, man. Keep it moving, man. By the way, I want to tell you, somebody watched the video of us when we was talking to you guys, and they was really impressed with you guys, man. So keep it moving. That shit feels weird just being on this by myself. I'm not gonna lie to you. But this is what we gotta do, man. Gotta wait for him to get ready. One hand washes the other hand. They both wash the face. We need each other. So I'm gonna just wash his hand until he's ready, and then we're gonna give y'all everything, man. Let's go. Oh yeah. We need that video editor. So tell him we need to edit some videos. Man. We want to get clips out there, so please. I know we need some clips. Yo, JT, how you on your way? Like how long it says? Oh, there you go. Oh, look at it. Stuck in
It's
traffic,
good,
boy.
baby. Come on, man. We still gonna make it work though.
Yeah, we
Still
gotta
gonna
make
make
it
it work.
work. Warren, we right now we just trying to make it work. He not in the house yet. We can't get on, so but we wasn't trying to wait till 10 o'clock to get on this shit.
But it's moving though. It's moving. What's the word though, man? How's your mental? How's your physical? How's the family?
Everything good, man. I feel blessed, man, for real. Like all this bad stuff that's going on, or everything that's going on, I still feel blessed, man. I want to thank, and this is from both of us, man. We want to thank everybody who already bought shirts, who's buying multiple shirts, man. Like we really appreciate everybody, man, for real. Yeah, Warren, yo, I'm gonna send you the link, fill in, because once he starts driving, I need somebody to come fill in. So I'm gonna send you that. We could talk
Once
some
this
shit.
traffic let up, I should be going.
Probably an accident or
But nah,
something.
yeah, definitely Warren got to pull up. Well, how was your week though?
Yo, my week was good. My week was good. How was yours, man?
It was good. I had a couple of graduations. My niece graduated. My nephew graduated. It really showed me how like time is moving forward. It slows down for nobody. I remember when my niece was like born, when my nephew was born,
Oh
and now
shit, I got
like I
somebody
gotta.
else. Got somebody
What
else. I'm
happened?
waiting for you. I got somebody else in here. Waiting for you to come.
Somebody in here? What? Oh, okay, okay. Surprise guest.
Surprise guest. What's up, G? We can't hear you, bro. Log out and log back in. Yeah, man. So you said you had a couple of graduations.
Yeah, I had a couple of graduations that I had to go to.
Yeah, man. I just had my little cousin he's graduated. We did like a little drive by little celebration, but then we just stayed and had like a little couple of quarantine hot dogs and shit. Got a couple of shirts off over there.
Okay.
My cousin bought
Yeah, I
like
mean
6 shirts. In the
the
comments,
support
he
has been
bought.
real.
Hell yeah, man! I appreciate it, man. I was Kwani came over here to pick up his shirt, and he said, "Yo, I seen some dude in the liquor store with a 40 Central shirt on. I didn't even know who he was." That shit made me feel good, man.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that with the
You,
40 Central shirt on.
you
That's what I'm
already
talking
know.
about.
You already know.
Yeah.
That's real love.
But first of all, why is she? Why is
What's
she?
good
Oh,
though? What's good?
someday. So once you hear, so first of all, that means somebody got in trouble.
That ain't me. It ain't me. She on the phone.
so first of all,
See, you making it hot. Yo,
or
they think I'm in trouble. All they heard was
yeah.
first of all. They thought I was in trouble.
We'll be right
They
back,
didn't know
guys.
that. They just heard first of all. They thought you was about to black on me.
So first of all, or I thought it was funny that once you hear that shit, you know it's a problem.
That's it. It's lit.
Wanye in the building, man. Wanye just came in. What up, Wanye?
My guy was good. Was good.
What's up with you, Warren? How's everything going, man?
Why are you having so many problems?
Yeah, how come I can't see the comments and all that on the joint? That's what I wanted to ask you too.
You want doing it from your phone?
Yeah, that's why.
Maybe. I think you should be able to see it though, because JT was commenting from his phone, so you should be able to see it.
Let me see.
Yo, you ready? Matter of fact, this is JT not here, so I gotta ask you. You ready?
Ready for what?
You know what you
The
ready
battle?
for? The battle.
Come on.
You're selfish. That's the problem. You're selfish.
How am I selfish?
Why is there only one there?
You right. My bad. See, I'm getting blacked on. See?
See, I knew it. Once you picked up, I knew it. But you ready for this battle?
Right?
Yo, listen, let me explain something to you, yo. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think he ready. And you know
Hey,
what?
he came over here
What
talking. He came
what
over
I
here talking.
realized, I saw the poll on Instagram and I realized that apparently I'm the underdog.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. I love it. I love it. I definitely love it because it just shows that niggas Ye started working out and niggas forgot what Ye used to do. Niggas forgot. Niggas think because he put out a gospel album a couple months ago that Ye, nah, niggas.
A
I love
lot of people miss the old Kanye.
Oh, they're gonna get a lesson on Tuesday. They're definitely gonna
Right.
get a lesson on Tuesday. If Kwani's watching, pull up. You already know I'm gonna talk my shit. He said he gonna be quiet. I threw him 2 songs already. Not for nothing.
I know. I
I
like
threw
that
him 2
energy.
songs.
I like the trolling. I like it.
Because that's what sells everything. You gotta. First of all, I threw you so appalled because that was like I threw you good morning. That was like I could technically throw like 5 more. I told him that I could throw on 5 joints right now and still beat him.
That's
how much material I got already.
I'm telling him. I said it's not that easy, man. It should be hard when we up here trying to pick songs because to go with the people like it's not that easy. But
Like I'm
we're gonna
sitting
see.
here and everybody's like, I talked to my dudes at work. They was like, yeah, I seen the video. I seen you about the battle. Yo, you invested in this? I was like, yo, listen. I gotta prove that Drake is not what I think he is. He's not. He's decent.
Nah. Listen,
He's
I think
decent.
I could go 15 Drake songs with you though.
I don't think you can.
But you want to know what? I think that I'm biased on some songs. I think that I like some songs more than other people like some songs.
See, and that's the whole point, and that's how
If you're gonna do,
that's how he gonna lose too.
Hey, I know. I that's what I said. I said you got to realize it's like other stuff. Like you can't just go with. But if you go, he's gonna have to go on that singing bag.
I told him that. You can't. You're not gonna out rap Ye with Drake. You're not gonna do that.
Nah. I mean, it's possible, depending on what he picks.
Nah, it's not happening. Because you're gonna go in your freestyle bag, and that would help you for a little while, and you're gonna run out of freestyles. Because after you play, after you do So Fly, after you do what's the joint with Weezy? After you do the joint with Weezy, yeah, that joint. After you do that, and a couple of here and there, then what? You got at the end of the day, you gotta hold on. We going home. You gotta hotline.
So you're trying to say you have answers for those?
I got answers for everything.
I just want to see this. I want to see it.
I wish it was today. I wish it was today. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wish it was today. Get it over with.
Man, if I would have knew, we could have did something a little earlier.
And you know what's crazy? I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I was walking earlier. I was talking to my daughter's mother, and I was like, not for nothing, but if I put on Graduation, he would have a hard time keeping up with Graduation. That's one album. That's one album.
That album is fire.
That's one album. Like you could give me a little here and there of Drake. Like you give me like 3 or 4 songs from each album. I could give you like 8 to 10 songs off that one album. Easy.
I like the confidence, man. I like the confidence.
Easy. Because you know why?
I think if he picks the right Drake songs though, and if the audience is feeling those right Drake songs, I think he gives you.
First of all,
it's a problem.
Let me explain something to you. He got to get the women on his side.
Nah,
and there's none of the women.
Bro,
there's none of the women commenting.
That's what I thought I had to do with Ja Rule, but I lost that shit.
He has to get the women on his side, and they see Ja Rule and Drake is 2 different conversations when you talk about the women.
Oh yeah, 100. Yeah.
We talking about the younger crowd that's in it. They in it, and they gonna ride for Drake until I start smacking them with a couple of Kanye joints that they forgot about, and they go, "Oh, I forgot."
Oh yeah. Oh.
I got those too.
And I gotta talk to my man Juan. Yeah, he in here, but me and him got something to talk about. So we trying to.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's not going over the waves though, but we got something to talk about.
I mean, that sound like something I need to hear about.
He gave me the blueprint. I gotta keep it going with that blueprint.
Okay.
Yeah, he ain't gonna say nothing. I know he ain't gonna say nothing, but that's gonna be crazy when I get that on here. Oh, Brian's in here. Brian's in here. He's
Oh, he about to
he's the
talk
one
his
doing
shit
the
too.
DJ battle. He's
Yeah,
talking
exactly.
shit.
I know.
He
I'll be
is
watching this
talking
enough to
shit.
know who is doing what.
He is talking shit. Brian is talking shit. Brian is with whatever. He said whenever he's ready. So, oh, I mean, it's gonna be a good week next week.
Listen, man. Just Kwani better get his he gotta get songs together. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mm.
And I'm not saying Drake is whack because he keeps saying, "Yo, you make it seem like Drake can't keep up." No, I'm not saying that. Definitely not saying that. What I'm saying is, when it's all said and done, Kanye is Kanye.
Mm.
People just forgot because of the MAGA hat wearing, which I heard that there's a report now that saying that he just infiltrated so he could what you call it, he can get over on them. I don't know, but I'm hearing a lot of different information. But anyway,
Nah,
the nigga
nah.
Kanye, that's a
Kanye's.
report though. That's
I know. I've seen that. I just don't believe it though.
I don't believe it either.
Cause you want to
Honestly, I
get
don't.
rid of something that like that's like you become a rapist and I'm chilling with you and then I'm like nah I was just doing that to be his friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
Nah, fuck that. Oh, we got somebody else coming in here. He said he wants to be the third. Now you want to be the third. What's going on here?
Yo,
What's
what it
going
do?
on here?
What's good?
Listen,
Oh,
everybody can't be
Yo,
a
what's
third,
good,
baby.
bro?
everybody can't be the third. He said.
Everybody can't be a third. Yeah, either you're first or last. Learned that from Ricky Bobby a long time ago.
You know what I mean? Like I'm the silent partner of this podcast. I don't know how it happened, but I'm here, baby.
Yo, I
I'm
already
here.
put in my bid to be a first sponsor, so I'm putting my money where my mouth is. You heard?
That's
Oh,
what's up. That's what's up.
yeah.
He
You
was like, "Yeah,
outside?
that's good. They need
You,
that. That's good."
you outside chilling?
Yeah, not chilling. I'm getting some food.
There it is. Yeah, let me get
You
my
know, I'm
shit to
just trying
Yeah.
to
stand up
catch this
properly.
second wave of COVID. You heard?
Yeah. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. And we're just waiting for JT to get in here. But
Oh, wait. I'm trying to
Yeah,
get the
what y'all been
camera
talking
ready.
about so far?
All right.
he got a battle coming up soon. Oh, and he's sipping wine. Look at that with the 40
Yeah,
I'm
Central
telling you.
shirt
I'm
on.
telling you. I
I
gotta
like
get up
that.
in the morning.
at least this time he came in with a shirt on. You heard?
I told you it was dirty last time. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Last time he was like, I mean, yeah, I already know. Last time
Because
he
I
was like,
wear my shit. I wear my
you
like
know,
I'm not buying
I gotta
nothing and
go pick
supporting
mine
nothing
up.
I don't wear.
Yeah, look at that.
Nah, I gotta go pick mine up.
You didn't even order one.
Yes, I did. I put the order in with you. Shut up.
When? When?
The last time we spoke. Don't try to make me look crazy in front of your friends.
What size? What size you need? Let me
You
make sure I
trying to
have that.
embarrass me in front of company media.
No
Oh,
more
this nigga,
mediums,
that's
bro.
my line, yo. No bullshit. That's really my line.
For
Niggas
real?
acting up in front of company. I do that shit all the time, yo.
I ain't got no more mediums, bro. You gotta wait for the next batch. We sold out.
Yo, I got the bread, so
For the whole
Oh, I told
women
sponsorship?
rocking. You heard?
For the whole sponsorship, we ready.
Let me know. Let's have a real sit down, and we could really discuss that.
All right. Cool.
Because
That's what's up.
I'm definitely like, this is the thing. This is what I see is happening. A lot of people getting this unemployment shit, right? And a lot of people are doing the same thing they was doing when they had their jobs. They just spending their bread. I'm trying to
Oh,
pour
we're
mine into
gonna talk
something
about
positive.
that today too.
Yeah, I'm trying to pour mine into something positive, set something up for my family, set something up. You know what I mean? So if this is something that I could pour some bread into and we could all eat, then why the hell not?
Look at this.
That's
Look at
what's
this, fellas. All the way from Waco, Texas. I sent him his shirt. He got his shirt today.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's what's good.
yo, take a picture of it with you and tag and post it and tag us 40 Central on Instagram. Tag us up and the hashtag 40 Central, man. We really appreciate
Yo,
it.
bro, I saw your mom's posted on IG. It's a 40 Central type of day. She
Everybody,
had on her shirt.
yeah. Oh yeah, my cousin got her shirt too. She on
That's
it.
what's up. I
Look
love
at that. She got her
seeing.
shirt.
I need a white one now. My
That's
nigga,
what it is.
must be like 90 degrees. I need a white one now.
I don't got no more
Yeah,
larges
yeah.
though. I got white. In fact, I got white large. So.
Well, I'm about to get mine free anyway after next week. So I mean, it is what it is.
What is it? What is it? Is it
Talk
like
that shit.
what is it? Attend enough podcasts, you get a free shirt.
He's going against
Nah.
another guy. He got Kanye. They got Drake, and we did
Matter of
the
fact,
versus battle.
since you here, how you
Talk
feel
to me.
about like a Drake and Kanye versus battle? Who you think is going to win?
That's hard because they both got heat.
Just
But
pick
I
somebody.
feel don't again.
Wait,
Just 'cause-
just
no,
pick somebody,
I'm
and then we're
never
gonna
gonna
go
let
through
you-
it.
No,
Chill.
I'm never gonna
I
let
know
you
why you're
embarrass me
saying
in
that,
front of
Just.
company.
I know why you're saying that. Just
Because you
relax.
know when
Let
they
him
do
talk.
that, they go, "It's a really hard thing," but
Nah, let him talk.
I just want to get a
Nah.
pick first, and then
And
Nah,
then
let
we
him
can
talk.
discuss.
Yeah.
Who is that? I'm going with Yeezy.
Oh,
I'm definitely going with Yeezy because you know why? I feel like he has more.
Come take.
Like Drake has hits, right? But Yeezy has more thought-provoking content.
See, look. See you. Say hi.
Hi, baby.
Yo, listen,
Yo, bro, she's
the
gorgeous,
crowd
man.
is saying
Thank you,
Drake
thank you.
though, so the
I
crowd is
told you.
saying Drake.
You know why? Because the crowd don't know.
Oh,
I told you I could throw you 5 joints right now and still have enough. Like, let's be all right. I'm gonna help Kwani out right now because Kwani said that he had 20 songs to go, and I'm here to tell him. And I told him that day.
yeah, in the building.
I told him that day, if you only got 20 songs, you're gonna lose because your strategy is not gonna work.
It's not gonna hold
I'm
up.
gonna put you on right now, Just. I'm gonna be real. In my Yay playlist right now, just the battle, over 50 songs.
Over 50?
Over 50 songs.
Yo, Wanye.
Just so I can play
or
around.
Drake? Who's winning that
First of all,
battle?
his name is Juan Ye, bro. Why you even ask that question? Are you crazy?
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
I have never thought about that.
Yes, that's the reason why he picked that name.
I
He
have
said
never
as one of
thought
his,
about that.
as one of his favorite producers. Come on, see, and yo, hopefully my man Wanye is actually listening because I pay attention to a lot of people and I pay attention to everybody.
Hold on,
and that's how I know.
Look at that.
It's not ready. All right.
But I do
Hey, yo,
pay
Justin,
attention.
Look at that. Exactly.
I pay attention. People don't think that I pay attention. I be quiet. Titi, you gotta turn this down, baby.
Yo,
I love all the love pink shit in the background. Like it looks so nice.
Oh, listen. This is the room over here, baby. This is the walk in, walk out closet right here that I had to build.
Walk in, walk out.
This is the only thing of mine in here.
See?
The walk in, walk out. Does
the walk
that
in,
mean
walk out closet.
You in the closet for a whole 2.5 seconds before you out?
That's it. Like technically, everything. This is all everything right here. Like I had to build because, like my daughter's mother, she got mad clothes. So she got the regular closet. Plus, I had to build this one inside the room on the wall.
Like that. Yeah, it'd be like that.
Yo, Ash, click the link up top so that we can see your name because I don't see it on here. Click. Yeah, man. Well, I think it's gonna be a good battle, though. I think it's gonna be a good battle. I think so.
Yeah,
The
definitely.
winner gets a free shirt or hoodie,
Oh,
I ain't
whatever
gonna
they
lie to
want.
you. I don't
got
think
you.
people are ready to see what they're gonna see, and I don't think they're ready to hear what they're gonna hear.
I
I'm ready
believe
because
that.
I know I got my track list in my head that I probably would smoke anybody with.
And I'm telling you, right? First of all, your track list is trash.
My track list is not trash. My
You
plate,
got
my
mad. Give me one song right now. Watch this. Give me one song right now.
give me one song.
So you gonna answer a question with a question? That's crazy.
And it won.
Sounds like doubt on your
Matter of
side.
fact,
Nah, Warren.
DJ
Nah,
Khaled,
Warren. Don't feed
Kanye,
into that.
and
Don't feed into
T-Pain
that,
go
Warren.
hard.
That's
Niggas,
yeah,
niggas forgot about that.
yeah,
Niggas
yeah.
forgot
Okay.
I
about that.
forgot about that. I
Niggas,
forgot
look,
about
look,
that. And Ye
niggas
was
forgot about that.
and I chose Ye.
And Ye went stupid on that.
He did.
Facts.
But
That was simple. That was
there's
simple. That was light. That's right here.
yeah, but I could pick. That is not like that hard
so
to go
what?
through.
Okay, no, because that was definitely
See,
mad.
it depends on when
What's
you play
your
it. That's the
what?
whole
It
So
thing.
depends.
the
That's what I'm saying.
question
It
is,
really depends
What's
on
your
how.
song? What's your track though?
what's your
track
song
though?
to battle
Because
that
I asked,
song?
I asked you already,
See, I
and
could.
that was
I
light.
could.
That's a light track.
That
I
is a
told you I
light
could throw
sack.
you five.
See, my thing. I don't know. I would have to think about it. I could
See,
go. I could
well,
go
you
like
gotta
the
think about it.
calm. I like the calm. Got some.
And
Got some.
then can I have
I could
mustard,
do.
please?
All right,
Okay,
all right.
so
I'll put it back in.
Yo,
I'm
I
trying
ain't
to
had
get it so
Chinese
it
food
stays in
since
your ear.
before the
it
COVID.
it
There you
depends
go.
on how the it actually depends on how you're trying to go.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? If you're trying to go like songy,
See,
it's hard. It's a hard. That's
see,
hard,
But
that,
bro.
ain't
That's
and
that
hard.
that's the
but
whole
ain't that
point.
the
I
whole
don't have to
point of
do
the
that with
battle?
Ye.
The whole
Nah, it
point
I
of
don't
the
is.
have to
battle
do
is
that with
song
Ye.
for song.
I know, but
No,
but I'm
he's
talking
talking
about
about like full
like what
song, like
like when we did the battles with
yes.
with Biggie and Tupac. Like we going song for song. Like it's like I had to wait for my hard shit for his hard shit. You know what I mean? Like he throws a mid. I gotta throw a
I'm
mid, but
telling
your
you
mid
right
might be
now.
better than my
Well,
mid.
first of all, somebody got to tell me
Right.
if I'm going first or if I'm going second in the first half, because that determines what I start with.
Yeah, nah, that's true.
That's valid. Yeah, that's
What's he
valid.
gonna play when he plays "Can't Tell Me Nothing"? I mean, there are songs out there depending on his playlist. It depends on where he puts his songs.
Now you know what's crazy? I don't
I
even
was
plan on
trying to
playing
tell
that.
them, Warren. I was trying to tell them, like, yo, it's not that easy. Like, you can have a game plan, but if he puts a monkey wrench in your game plan, it's over. Like,
And when I
It's
told
not
now watch
over.
this.
Nah,
Now
it's
see,
it
it's
is,
never
now
over.
watch this.
It's
Warren,
Now
yo,
watch
only
bro,
if
this.
he can't recover.
my playlist, my shit that I had ready, it was in. Then, like, he played some monkey wrenches and fucked me up.
And what I just told you, I had over 50 songs. There is no monkey wrench, bro. There
Mm.
is no monkey wrench.
But
When
see,
I start
wait,
playing, see,
Warren, hold on,
I got
hold
the
on.
tracks. And like I said, I'm giving him the format right now so that he can go back. Whatever, if he got his 20 songs ready, if he's watching this, he's gonna go back and go, you know what? I need to get more just in case he throw a
I
monkey
need
wrench
to
on me. Yeah,
reevaluate. Yeah, absolutely.
I got monkey wrenches. I got those.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard. It's hard, especially if you don't. Like we was doing it with older acts that we didn't have all the shit. You know what I'm saying? That only have 2 albums. You know what I mean?
Definitely,
Right.
So
definitely.
it
Well,
was different.
Tupac isn't cheap because Tupac had all albums.
Exactly.
But
But I'm just,
what
you know what I'm
GT
saying?
did was he started off slow,
I
which
started off, yeah.
that was his problem. I don't plan on starting off slow. Absolutely not.
Like at the end of
And
the day, you going to come in and you going to dominate or you not. Like, why would you start off slow?
that's what they keep doing. They be like, yeah, I'm gonna take one out. Like I'm telling you, I got over 50 songs, and I got a song that
I'm excited by it.
surprisingly was one of my favorite Kanye songs, and everybody like I thought nobody was on it, and everybody kept saying, if that's not on your list, I don't want to hear what you're talking about.
What song is that?
You know what? I give you that song. 2 words. I'll give you that word. That one right there. A lot of Ye fans is like, if you don't got 2 words, like even my daughter's mother was like 2 words. If you don't got 2 words, I don't know what to tell you. Man,
Mm.
It's
Kanye Most Def Freeway.
listen. if you go if you go into that bag, there's no coming out of that like for him. Like those are rounds that he's losing.
I'm actually really excited to see this battle.
But when the tides are turned and it's his go first,
I got to answer. Listen, I got to answer for God's plan. I got to answer for Hotline
but I
Bling.
don't. But see, this is my thing, right? God's plan is a hit. It's a hit, but it's not in my top.
And now watch
Right,
this.
right.
I'm talking my 20 songs are hits. The other ones can be hits depending on what it is. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but if I'm gonna
Gotcha.
go hit for hit and we only doing hits and I gotta put God's plan and I gotta put best I ever had and all that shit,
And I'm
then
telling you, he once I start swinging, because again, I'm not doing this. I'm doing this like this. So if
Foul.
you don't play your hits,
Foul.
you're gonna lose real fast. And the funny thing is, all of those are his top selling hits that I'm talking about playing. They're not his top selling hits. But again, when I go into that Watch the Throne bag, the Watch the Throne bag is different.
That's a cheap bag though.
Look, see, that's what I'm saying. Come
That
on,
is
yo.
a cheap bag.
Come
though.
on. That Watch the Throne bag is different. Like I said, I already told you the graduation.
yeah,
I got
nah,
like
that-
10 tracks on graduation alone that can rival. That's half the battle right there. I just told you 9 or 10. That's half the battle.
Yo, Graduation
That's one
was
album.
definitely one of his best albums.
That's a
Come
classic.
on, bro. Come on.
All right, so Warren, are you pulling anything from College Dropout?
Of course. I told you I got over 50 songs.
Money's
I
on
got.
Ye.
Look, see, come on, bro. And College Dropout got about 7 or 8 songs.
In fact,
That's the whole battle right there. And
Yeah,
JT
that's
told
it.
me I can get into my. See, JT fucked up because he said I can get into my feature bag. My feature bag is.
But Drake's feature bag is alright too, though. The Drake's feature bag is alright, and
It is, and that's what's gonna save him.
and we got
Because
the
if
man,
he go-
the myth, the legend in the building.
Oh man, I'm here.
Yeah.
Here.
My man.
Yeah. What we talking about? What we talking about? What we talking about?
The myth, the legend.
What we talking about, fellas?
We
Last I heard,
We talking about how I'm about to smoke Kwani on Tuesday. That's what we talking about right now.
Warren said he needs a large shirt, and I said, "All right, I'll make it for you." He goes, "You know what? I'm gonna get that shit free on Tuesday."
The white one. I need the white joint.
Why with the what? The pink with the green with the blue?
You know what? With the pink, because I got some sneakers to go with the pink. So yeah, give me the white with the pink.
Hey,
See,
yo,
and
Warren, I knew
Go ahead,
I
bro.
liked you, bro.
Look,
I knew I liked you.
look, Ye's bugging right now. He's giving too much.
Come on, because he knows. He's saying he going with Drake. Imagine that. The nigga said they say he going with Drake and gave you the blueprint.
Right.
Come on,
Right.
bro.
But here's my
So
thing,
you
though.
think you in the office?
Do I do this? Do I do this shit?
Oh,
Yes, you
oh.
did. You did just like this. So you think you in the
Was you live though? You wasn't live though.
Yo, this is
Loud.
Tom TV right here.
Oh man,
So
you
you
can't
know
make this
what I'm
up.
Nah,
you know
I'm
what
telling
that's You know what that's like?
You
That's
see this?
when
So you're
when
not going to
Beanie
the
Siegel,
refrigerator?
not Beanie
I am.
Siegel, when
When
Beanie
is this
Man.
over?
No, well, I jumped on the live. First of all, I'm the third wheel. First of all,
He had to catch himself.
Yo, you know what that's like? That's like when
they talking about your Victoria's Secret bag in the bag of order. Like
Yeah.
that's like when your shorty got you caught and you trying to spin your way out of it. No, because like and then first off, what do you even? No, what do you even? No, because what are you even doing here?
That was funny.
this is what's going on over here. This is it. Every time I jump on live, she got like she give me a little bit. I get a real taste of my real life at the same time.
Nigga started
Man,
started
that's
talking
what we
his
here
shit,
for.
and then he was like, "Well, first
No, I'm
off,
talking about with TT too. Relax. TT comes in here all the time. She wanted to join in. I had the headphone in her ear. She's saying hi. And I said, That's what she do.
Tori, good morning.
Yes, TT. Give me like 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna.
First of all, your father's not
Hey yo,
All right, fellas.
listen. I'm gonna log back on. I'm gonna dip out. Let me eat and then I'll log back on.
Hit me. Text me.
I got you.
All right, later. Yo, Warren, appreciate you coming in and stepping in for a little bit, man. Wait, I can't hear him.
I had to mute her real fast because she was walking on me like.
Yo, we
really watching. You already know.
Appreciate you, bro.
I might be back in here in a minute.
All right. We hit you up. Text me.
All right.
It's good, baby. It's good, baby. I'm back. Got stuck in traffic, but I'm here. Appreciate y'all who was in here with my man Justin. I heard some great conversation. I actually want to chime in on that Drake and Ye conversation because
what you think? I like bro. Honestly, I like the energy.
It's great energy. It's great energy. But I feel like y'all really painting Drake as the underdog, and I think that's a little disrespectful. Like they both got hits, and I think they also got like in a way they almost got different crowds. Like
it's tough.
The Drake stands, like he has like real stands. Like any song that you could play from Drake can be a hit.
Yeah,
which makes it scary.
It's like I was saying it's scary, man. I agree, but it depends on what bag you get in. Like if I honestly don't want to hear "Hold On, I'm coming home."
But you gotta hear that though.
Nah, I want to hear. I mean, if we're gonna go hit for hit, but there's a lot of stuff that beats that.
Okay. They're saying Ye's the underdog. All right, I'm just, from what I heard from the conversation when I was driving, it sounded like y'all painting Drake as the underdog. My opinion, I think it's hit for hit because even though like when we do our verses, we play songs that we like. They're not gonna do that. Well, at least Warren not gonna do that. He's going straight haymaker. He's trying to do Mike Tyson in his prime. That's how he's coming out. Me, I like to play Ali. I like the bob, weave, bring him out to the deep end, to the later rounds, then hit him at the knockout. That's my style. But I feel like Warren's a little bit different, so that's what makes the battle interesting. Because now,
he said we soft.
That's what I'm saying.
He said we be coming in too soft, but that's how we do. We like to just come in, play a little bit, and then get. Well, I said it was gonna sound mad wild, but.
See, I don't know, bro. Like, because it depends on the crowd. Like, there's gonna be some Ye songs that we like that, like, damn, like it took me back to that time, conscious rap and all of that. And some of the women may not feel it, or some of the Drake fans, it just may not mean nothing to them. Like, for me, like me personally, like there's some Kanye songs that could be played that's gonna hit personal for me. It may not, and I know Drake has some of those type of fans too, so it really depends on who's watching and who's the crowd. Because we going hit for hit. Like some people don't care about Watch the Throne. Some people really don't care about it.
That's a cheat though.
It's a cheat, but think about it. Like you could play Murder to Excellence from Watch the Throne. That's a fire song.
Mm-hmm.
Some people don't care about that. If I'm a Drake fan, why would I care about that?
Mm-hmm. I tried to tell Kwani today. So listen, bro, it depends on like how you playing the songs, where you play the songs in the crowd. He's like, I got some. I'm like, hey, listen.
I mean,
because he spoke about this one.
That's a sleeper. That's like a sneaky right hook right there. That could be a haymaker. That could be if you throw it at the right time. That could be a haymaker, or that could just be like, damn, that was. I didn't see it coming. But again, like as a Kanye fan, I want to hear that, but. Do I think the crowd may want to hear that? Personally, I don't think so.
Yep. Nah, we good. So listen, and I got one more thing for you before we even start whatever we talking about.
All right.
My man DJ B Ribs is talking shit. So, and he was in here. I don't know if he's still in here. He said he'd be back.
Okay.
But he was talking shit. He said he's ready for whatever your man's got.
All right, and that's one thing we should discuss that. Hopefully, he could come on the show. We actually talk about it because
I spoke to him today. Me and you were supposed to get together and talk about it, but things didn't happen the way it's supposed to. But I figured out some stuff that we could figure out.
So how do you think we should structure it though? I think that
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
All right. So what I proposed was each of them do 2 15-minute sets. We give them a genre for like the first one. Let's say we do like dance hall or whatever like that. And then they gotta do that shit. And then the second one, after they see each other's flow and style, just let them do what they gotta do for 15 minutes and let them have fun.
Okay, so I agree with the overall picture. I would just switch the time frame because remember when we be playing music, we only be having like a 45-minute window.
So that's why I said 2 15s.
Oh, 2 15s. Oh, okay. I thought you said
2 15s. Yeah, okay. Like he will go and then he will go. They will do that first one because if they kick us off at that 30, 45 minute mark, we hop back on and we do another 2 15 each. And we let the crowd pick.
Oh, you know how we could do that? We could do a fit. See, I don't want to tell them what to play, but what I would love to see, since one is from New York, one is from Chicago, I would love to see the first 15 minutes. Like we could do the first 15 minutes as party music or whatever. Get people.
We could do the first 15 minutes. Your hood.
We could do that, but I even wanted to take it a step further, and I want to hear your thoughts on this. I'm thinking we could set up. Ye versus Hove, New York versus Chicago, hit for hit, set for set.
We can't do that. We can't do that because Warren and I'm gonna do Ye the next.
Right. That's right.
Nah. That would have been wavy though. But Warren.
Or we can just do New York versus Chicago.
That's what I'm saying. Own your hood.
All right. I'm gonna tell them because Chicago they ready for that type of smoke. I can tell you that much.
Own your hood. And you do New York, and he does Chicago. Mm-hmm. The only thing is we got to get a time with him because it's a time difference over there.
Yeah, that's right.
So we gotta get on a thing. Yeah.
So we did.
We did 8 here, 6 there. I think.
Nah,
so we would have to. Is it 2 hours back?
An hour, I believe.
Oh, so 8 7. So that's fine if we do 8:30, 7:30.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Now I'm excited about that. I think my man's gonna come with some heat. I think this is gonna be one. That's gonna be one of them episodes. That's gonna be one of those staple episodes right there. I think it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be fireworks, bro. It's gonna be fireworks. There's good energy on both sides. They both camps even have respect for each other, even though they don't know each other. It's been nothing but love, nothing but respect from what I've been hearing. But it's great competition and it's good for both of them.
That's what we want.
Steel sharpens steel. One person may get obliterated, but that's going to hopefully make him a better DJ. Or it could be tit for tat, which would be great for the crowd. You never know.
Hey, look at this one. What do you think about that?
Let them play whatever they want. Nah. I mean, yeah, like that could be the first 15 minutes. Like
I would rather that be the last 15 minutes. Let them have fun for the last 15 minutes. Let them be themselves.
Okay.
Like, y'all want to listen. We want to see this matchup, and then y'all could do whatever y'all want to do after that.
Okay.
Just kill it. Like, I don't know if you want to do some fucking Spanish. If that's what you want to do, if that's how you get in your bag, then do what you get in your bag. Just get in your bag.
That's on you. But I just think, man, that's gonna be an episode.
We got listen. And for everybody who's listening and whoever's gonna listen, we have 2 good battles coming up that I hope that everybody is in. But I don't know. There's something happening in my crib, bro. I have no idea what's going on. They all whispering and stuff.
It's all good though. First of all, it looks like all those goldfish that was in your tank are dead.
Oh, they're all gone, bro.
They're gone already?
Yeah, they were gone. They've been gone.
You had 30 fish in your fish tank.
40.
40 when I saw you earlier today, and then now it's like almost 10 o'clock. It is 10 o'clock, and all 40 goldfish are gone.
Bro, when I came home at 7, they were gone.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they just. But let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. People's been waiting. The people's been waiting.
I'm here.
People's been waiting for you.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Traffic, hair. You know what I'm saying? So
it's been a lot going on.
How you want to start this one? You want to stay on music, or you want to go to like some real shit and then go to the music? And
now let's start off with some real shit, man. This 40 Central. We with the shits. We don't run from no conversation. We here. We outside. So let's just get straight with the shits.
Yeah, let's do it. So which one you want to start with?
I actually want to start with WhiteKanda. The WhiteKanda clan of the Democratic Party. Kente Cloth Pelosi, Cocaine Chuck Schumer, and I forgot who else, but they decided to put Kente Cloth on and take a knee to honor George Floyd. That was probably one of the worst things that they could have ever done. Like that showed me.
Real quick, just for people who they didn't see, explain.
All right, so basically, we know what happened with George Floyd, so we don't got to go down that hole. But the Democratic Party, some of the leaders that they have on the Democratic Party, Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, they decided to wear kente cloth, which is like an African garment. It's like yellow, green. It has a bunch of colors.
Yeah.
And they decided to wear that. They went somewhere together. They took a knee, and everybody took photos or pictures or whatever. They're supposed to have honored George Floyd. The reason why I did not like that was because I feel like it was distasteful. Because one, black people here don't even wear kente cloth like that. So that's not the shit. If you really wanted to honor us, you could have wore the red, black, and green flag. You could have did that. But we really don't even honor that flag like that. So it was like, I just feel like it was all like it's all for the vote. It had nothing to do with sympathy. It had nothing to do with empathy. It had nothing to do with anything but election votes. And I just felt like it was distasteful. I feel like it was disrespectful, and I feel like it did not honor George Floyd. It did not honor the protesters. It did not honor the people who died in the fight for justice. It was distasteful. It was disrespectful, and I did not like that. I'm glad Joe Biden wasn't out there, because if he was out there, oh my God, if he came out there with that kente cloth and tried to take a knee and think that we was going to be cool with that, it'd have been a bad election year for that man. Real bad. But, I mean, that's really all I got to say about that. I just didn't like it. From now on, I'm calling the Democrats WhiteKanda until I see some people of color in there. I don't see a lot of people of color in the high positions in the Democratic Party, which is why we need to vote. But WhiteKanda is not.
The vote is soon. Our vote is soon.
Yes. And maybe we can see if we could put together a 40 Central voters registration drive where we try to get people to come out, vote. We could probably make like some pins or something. Or we can keychains. I got 40 Central.
Right. If anybody has any ideas, don't be afraid to email us, send it to us in here so that we can do it. If anybody just works for like something like that, like the voting board or the thing, like let us know so we could try to do something with you guys, because we more for a community.
This is what I'm saying.
So that was gonna be, and you just took the words right out of my mouth. Like, we don't need no more like public publicity stuff like that. Just get what you got to get done. Like, and don't try to like I said, they're doing it just for the vote. They're doing it for the black vote. So it's
that's the disrespectful part about it. But it's like black people right now are so torn because they don't know. Well, we don't know. Whether we want to leave the Democratic Party or not, because Trump is running the Republican Party. And that's the tough part right there. What's up?
I heard this on the JBP.
Okay.
Which really got me thinking.
Go ahead.
Do you think that we're minorities anymore, or are we the majority? Because everybody wants our vote.
We are, I mean, numbers-wise.
Numbers-wise, the Latino community is going to be higher than the white community in a couple of years, you know what I'm saying? So, are we really the minorities at this point in time?
if you look at it numerically, yes. Even when the Latino community outnumbers the white community, in my opinion, we'll all still be minorities because we won't have any power then.
But why are we minorities, right? If they need us for everything.
Because in order for you to have extreme rich, you have to have extreme poor. Right. So you need like a worker class, you need people to exploit, you need people at the bottom. So that way the people at the top can benefit. Like that's just the way capitalism works. You need workers in order to have successful capitalism. So the way they're going to look at it is like, my bad. They're always going to look at us as the minorities because we don't have power. So even if they are outnumbered 10-1, if they control everything, we're still the minority, in my opinion.
But collectively, we're the majority. We're not the minority. They all of us, if we all stand together, and we're the majority of it. There's nobody more than us.
Keyword if.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If.
And in my opinion, like I don't think we'll ever be united as a people.
I thought that was really interesting when they was talking about it like that. So it caught me.
It's an interesting conversation because if we know what to do with those numbers, it could be scary, right? And that's why they've been trying to hurt our communities with terrible supermarkets that don't have healthy enough foods in our communities, liquor stores in our communities, clubs in our community. Like they've done everything to set our community back in fear of us being the majority. Like that's the whole war right here, is that people feel like they're going to lose the country. So what can we do from the powers that be to keep these Black and Latino people at bay? We're going to miseducate them. We're going to put drugs in their neighborhoods. We're going to put liquor stores on their corners. We're not going to give them healthy options in their neighborhoods. We're not going to teach them. Like that's all part of the plan.
I learned that from Boys in the Hood.
Exactly. Right.
No,
so
I did when he said when he was talking about why is there a liquor store on every corner in the hood? Why is there a gun shop everywhere? Because they want us to kill each other. That's when I first realized that, and that was a long time ago.
Bro, that shit is not by accident. Like that's the real deal, and that's what I'm saying. Like us being the majority in terms of numbers means what?
Yeah, without unification, I get it.
Shit don't mean nothing.
That's why I wanted to have your thought on that because that was something that stuck out to me when I was listening the other day.
Yeah, bro, like this, and I understand they fear it. They fear it because they know what'll happen if we ever are on the same page. But realistically, I just don't. From the conversations I've had in my life, I don't see people coming together for one common cause. Like, unless it's like a flat out civil war, I don't see it. Like, because there hasn't been an instance arguably you can make the argument today, but honestly, like there really hasn't been an instance where you had to pick a side.
You want to know what's funny?
Right.
You said unless there was a civil war, right? My daughter asked me. She wanted me to ask this on the podcast. She texted to me.
Okay.
She said, what is happening in the world leading to a new civil war?"
Yep. That's crazy.
That was yeah. She asked me that today. So she wanted me to bring it up today.
Okay.
So what do you think about that?
Ask the question one more time because I want to make sure.
She said, what is happening in the world leading to a new civil war?
Possible. I'm gonna say
I can never like write it off because it's impossible. Just saying like all the protests and everything that's going on, and there is a big change that's coming to us soon. Whether it sticks, we're soon to see. You know what I'm saying? Whether it goes in the right way up or it trends down, we're never gonna know now until it happens. But is it possible that we can have a civil war? I think it is possible, and it depends on the next presidency. If he gets picked again, I think that it could turn into something different, and unless things change. That's it. But is it possible? Anything is possible.
Yeah. I mean, I disagree. Respectfully. I don't think that this is going to lead to a civil war, only because what sparked the first civil war was such a radical change in the way that things were happening in America. So, like, the Southern Democrats wanted to keep slavery.
Yeah.
The Republicans was like, no, we need to abolish slavery. The South said, fuck it, we out of here. Like, it wasn't just a civil war. Like, America was split into two different countries.
Yeah, but don't you feel like that's happening at this point in time?
No, because we're not on the same page as to what we're trying to change. Like, what's the agenda?
Okay.
What's the 10-point plan?
Okay, I get that.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like,
but what if it is? What if we can get to that?
I don't think so. I don't think that I don't think we're there to where we can sit down and have a 10-point plan of these are the things we want, and if you don't meet these demands, we're leaving. Like, the South said, if you cross this border, you will get shot because you're not part of this country anymore. Like, we are not at that stage to where we don't have the guns. Two, we don't have enough land to say that we're gonna cut off this entire part of the country. Like, that shit took a lot of.
In Seattle, they made a no police zone, bro.
Yeah, a zone. That's cool.
Zone, and zone. That's how it grows. It grows, and it grows. Listen, do I think I'm gonna see it in my lifetime? Not a chance. Mm-hmm. Is it ever possible? I think it is possible in a sense. If it keeps on going the way that it's trending, and with the age that we're in, is this digital age, social media age, and everything, seeing everything in seconds. Mm-hmm. I just said that, and somebody heard that a second. It's possible for us to have something that changes it and can be in that scenario.
I think the only way we can get back to a point where you'll have a group of people willing to stop everything to change the country is when the gap between the rich and the poor gets so large that the poor cannot live comfortably anymore. So right now, if you're on the bottom, right, if you're part of the lower class, you can live comfortably, right? Like, you can have a roof over your head, you can have food in the house. Of course, it's not going to be the best, but you can figure it out, right? When it gets to the point where you're at the bottom and you can't have those basic necessities of food, water, shelter, then it's like, okay, now we have no choice but to revolt, but to fight. But right now, I don't think we're at that breaking point. I think we just want
to. To you, it would take a lot to get to that.
Yeah, to me, we're nowhere near the point of where we're going to have a group of people say that we're no longer a part of the United States, and if you cross this line, we will kill you. We're not.
I don't know. I just think there's so much stuff that's happening right now, and honestly, the news is not telling us. Nobody's telling us what's really going on. But when's the last time did you really see anything about protests on the news?
Bro, listen, just that.
Because you know what? Now they back to scaring you with COVID.
This is what I'm saying. Like, that, even that whole COVID thing, the way that it was portrayed and explained in the media, like, they had people scared to go outside, bro.
Oh, people still scared to go outside.
Exactly. Like, people are scared to go outside, but it's not because of the virus. It's because the way the virus story is being told by the media. Like,
yeah, because everything is the virus. If I'm on this right now and I cough, and how many people in here are gonna think I got the virus because I cough?
This is what I'm saying, bro, and that's the scary shit. Because now imagine if the news would have just said 99.9% of the people who caught COVID-19 survived.
Oh yeah, they wouldn't be as scary. Of course,
this is what I'm saying. But these stats exist.
Yeah,
most of the people who caught it survived. But instead, when you turn to the news, all you hear is death toll, death toll, death toll, death toll, death toll, death toll. This person died. This person died. Like, psychologically, that can really mess with you to the point where you're scared for your life to even go outside.
Yeah, but that's what the media is for.
And that shit, I don't agree with, bro. Like, I don't think that's fair. Like, I think if you're gonna do that, then you have to have a news network that can portray the exact opposite and give it a different perspective. Like, if you turn to CNN, NBC, MSNBC, Fox News, CBS, all you hear is death toll, death toll, death toll. That shit is crazy. And I don't think it's productive.
So I think that we are living in, and we are in reached the bottom. Unemployment is at all-time high. People can't live comfortably because they lost it all. Yeah, people lost it all. I think that when that goes back to the looting and stuff, like I said before, I think that mom and pop shops are never going to be able to survive. I think that we need those to survive in a sense, because all that takes is big corporation come in and buy you to make, you know what I mean? So it's our economy is going to go down, and everything is lost because of this. And I don't know what we could do to fix it, but I think it's a tough time.
I agree with that point about the unemployment, but I think the main thing and the star that should be next to that is that people right now still have hope, right? There's still hope right now. Like there's only time there's a revolution is where there's hopelessness. There's no hope. We don't see a brighter day. And again, going back to the Civil War, like when they threatened to abolish slavery, the way the South would have changed, a lot of those people who were slave owners down there wouldn't have anything to sell. Therefore, now they're broke with slaves, right? They have nothing to sell because they can't have slaves on their plantation. Like now, what do? There's no hope for a better day. So now we got to revolt. It's our last option. Like revolutions aren't planned. It's usually a reaction. It's a reaction of being oppressed for so long that now we have no other option but to fight back, but to swing back. And right now, I don't think we're there. I think people still have hope, which is a good thing.
No, that's a great thing.
Yeah, like we have hope.
Do we really want to see that? Just that changes our whole everything about our life in the future. Like, doesn't matter. It changes anything. So I hope it's good we have hope, and there's a lot of people that who have hope, but there's a lot of people who don't at this point in time. There's a lot of people who just say fuck it, it's over. Yep. I'm gonna just do what I want to do. So. Yeah, but I think if this shit happened in the wintertime, it'd be different.
Why?
Because nobody wants to be outside.
So what does that mean?
With coronavirus, I mean coronavirus.
My
fault for not specifying.
No, you guys.
Coronavirus. No. With coronavirus, I think if it happened in the wintertime, people were okay to stay in the house. You know what I mean? Or protests would still be protesting, but if it was snowing outside, I think a lot of people I think there's a lot of people protesting for good reasons and for the reasons that they want to. But I also think a lot of people out there because they don't have shit to do.
Yeah, I was having that conversation with my mom, and she was saying how even though people don't have anything else to do right now, this is still something that can carry on when the country really opens back on.
Oh well, I hope it does.
Because I think now, people are willing to put things on the line now. We just saw with the NBA, we could get into that too next. What Lou Williams said, he said, y'all are thirsty to go back to your living rooms to sit down and have a beer just to watch us play, as opposed to being out there fighting for your equality.
I'm having a beer while we play and while we fight for our equality.
You can do both. You can do both. But, he is trying to say that, this shit is still going on.
Right, but my only issue with that is that, I just said, I could have a beer, I could watch a game, and I could go out there and fight. I walked with my son, I walked with my kids. You know what I mean? I protested, I did everything I got to do. I could want both. Mm-hmm. Not selfishly, maybe I want basketball to come so I could have something to do. Yeah, but it is possible for us to want to have both. And it's possible for people who want to have both, like the ones who influence everybody, to do both.
This is my question for you. Can NBA players have the same social justice impact if they're on the court?
Yes, 100%.
How so?
And that's what LeBron feels.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, because I understand where this conversation is coming from. So let's get into it. Let's get into the Kyrie thing, right?
Let's do it.
So you want to give them the backstory on Kyrie?
Yeah. So basically, I'm about to say Kanye. We've been talking about him for the last couple episodes. Basically, Kyrie Irving, star basketball player for the New Jersey Nets. Brooklyn Nets. He's a New Jersey native. He had a phone call with about 80 NBA players, and they were basically just talking about like, should we go back to playing basketball? The NBA was scheduled to make a return in July in Orlando. So basically, what that would entail is all the players have to fly out to Orlando, and they will play there. They're not going to travel anywhere.
22 teams.
22 teams. They're all going to be out there in Orlando. Long story short, the players are like, okay, I hear it. It sounds good. We also got to talk about the money aspect of it as well. Kyrie addressed that. And now it's people are starting to have that conversation. Like, should NBA players go back to playing basketball, knowing the risk that's involved, knowing what's going on around the world with the social justice, with the protesting and things like that? Should they go back to playing basketball? Key factor: LeBron James was not on that phone call. He purposely was not on that phone call. What's your take?
My take is I think that it is possible. I think that you lead by example. I think, like, listen, and there's probably people in here that's going to hate me, and there's probably people in here that know me. I fucking hate LeBron. I hated him since he robbed Melo for that Rookie of the Year. Like, but he's on my team, so I root for him. I mean, man, listen, but I think that LeBron is one of the best players ever. Right? Okay. And I think that on the court, and I think that he's able to do it both. I think LeBron is a man of many talents. Like he can do it. And just because all right, let me bring it to you like, so you think a doctor should stop being a doctor for injustice? Or that's his job?
That's a tough question because
listen, basketball players, that's their job.
Yes.
That they paid them that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we buy the tickets. We watch the game.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to do social, like they wore the I Can't Breathe shirts before, wear it again. Because we know that that's where your heart is. So is it possible to do it while you're on the court? Yeah. And it's possible to give your fans something that they want to too. And then what you do after that, they always have a press conference and they can talk about it there. Being on the court or being in a place where I have more of an impact, I can say more now.
You always make me the bad guy, bro. I'm gonna respectfully disagree.
Yeah.
Because there's a difference between wearing a I Can't Breathe shirt and not playing. At this point, the people want systematic changes. They want laws changes. They want laws changed. They want rules changed. They want the world changed. And they know that in order to do that, sacrifices are going to have to be made. For example, with the player the best player right now that's in college or about to go to college, considering to go to an HBCU, that's systematic changes. Mm-hmm. People are thinking differently. People are acting differently now. Right. We're tired of talking, right? And I think that's what the message that Kyrie's trying to get across. Like, look, we've done this already. If we go back now, everything that they just fought for, everything that our fans are out there fighting for, the people who buy our tickets, the protesters, and all those people that support us out there, we do them no justice by going back and just dribbling the basketball.
So why not?
Because the NBA could probably make systematic changes to make their league better. Hiring more black coaches, hiring more women, getting people in positions of power, decision makers. Those are things systematically that they could try to change because they know that without them, there's no NBA.
So we only talking about NBA here, correct?
Just NBA, like making systematic changes within the NBA. I think
that the NBA, sitting alone, has done a lot to make changes for the culture.
Absolutely.
Like they lead it.
Mm-hmm.
But talk about within baseball, football, major sports, right? Adam Silver He does what he got to do. You know what I mean? What's his name? The commissioner, the old one.
David Stern.
David Stern did a lot to change a lot. You know what I mean? So I feel like if we're talking about the NBA, there is so much in the NBA that allows you to make a change and to talk about it than getting fined or whatever like that from like the NFL, you know? So yeah, it's possible for us to make a change just by being in the NBA and going to play a game. Yeah, it is. In the NBA, let's just get what we're talking here. Just NBA. I'm not talking about any other sports because we could get into that later. But NBA, yes. You're not just dribbling the basketball here. You're gonna talk and people when LeBron speaks, people hear. If Kyrie would have said something, people hear it. Everybody wants to hear what these guys got to say.
I think if the NBA comes back, it'll be a symbol that things are slowly getting back to normal. Right? Like people are now going back home to watch games. People are now talking about live sports again. It'll be a symbol that, okay, this is slowly coming to an end. And I think that's one of the things they're trying to fight. They want the conversation to continue until they get systematic change.
Yeah, but playing basketball doesn't mean that we have to end it all. We don't have to end protests.
It doesn't mean end it, but I think it means that this is the beginning of just getting back to normal. Like once that happens,
and I agree with this too. The television is going to distract us off on what's happening at tests, but that's what's happening right now. Like they're not telling you what's going on. News is not telling us every protest or what's going on and everything. Like they're not telling us what's going on. They trying to distract us anyway. And if there's a statement in a game or they do like I don't know, like let's say halftime show, they do whatever the hell they want to do for the protests or whatever they want to do. If you don't think that's going to be televised and people are going to watch it, there's going to be millions of people watching TV.
Yeah, but I think when it comes to sports in the NBA, I feel like the players standing beside the protesters will make the movers and shakers of the NBA have a different conversation on how they can help these people. Because now they're starting to affect the owners' pockets. And once you start affecting money, that's when people start listening to you.
Okay.
In my opinion. So now
So you don't think at all by them playing a game it can help out in any justice at all?
Say that one more time.
So you don't think that them playing, like Kyrie doesn't want them to play a game because he feels like it's gonna take from their bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
So you 100% agree with that?
Yeah. I think if you want to keep this conversation alive, if you want to support the people that are out there fighting for justice, one stand you can take, one option is not playing. Because if you make it clear that we're not playing because we're supporting them, these owners are going to have to do something about that. Because at the end of the day, they want their game to continue so they can make more money.
Mm. But
every game that's wasted is they're losing out.
But also, though, not every NBA player is making multi-million.
That is true. So that's also part of the conversation.
So just think about it, right? I'm not making as much money as LeBron's making, and I'm on the team. I want to get back to playing because I got to feed my family. They're not paying them for all this. They got to take half. They got to take pay cuts.
Mm-hmm.
So is it fair for Kyrie and Kevin Durant and I don't know Melo's contract, but I see Melo's name on there, and them to talk about not playing because they can afford it? What do you say to that? Because at that 10, 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 guy on the bench, like we're making we're making money. They're making more than what we making.
Mm-hmm.
But is it okay for you to be like, yo, we're not gonna play because I don't need the money?
It's easy to say you're going to protest when you can afford to protest. It's easy to say you're going to go on strike when you can afford to go on strike. But at the end of the day, there's no justice without sacrifice. Something has to be sacrificed in order for you to give justice.
What if I can't sacrifice it? What if I'm not in a position to sacrifice it?
Then you go out and play.
But without you, I can't do nothing. If you don't play, then nobody plays.
Look, listen, this is the state of the world we in right now. Like, you either, and I think that's something that they're gonna have to come up with. How can other players be supported? But then that leads me to LeBron. You signed $1 billion check for Nike.
Mm-hmm.
Where you at? Like when I heard that LeBron wasn't on that call, the first thing that came to my mind was, who are you trying to protect? Who do you not want to piss off?
His bottom line.
You're not trying to piss off somebody, and you won't tell us.
His bottom line.
My point exactly. So now, are you saying these things just to say it?
But LeBron has been vocal though. LeBron is not a type not to be vocal about
But people don't care about work. This is what I'm saying with the whole WhiteKanda thing. What are you doing? People don't get past words. What are you doing at this point? Do something. You playing, you not sticking with us where you make the most, right? We just talked about money and how it's going to affect different people. You make the most money. So you could choose to not play and be perfectly fine. But you're not going to do that because you think by talking and wearing t-shirts that we're going to make the systematic changes that we're looking for? Who are you trying to protect? Who's really the boss? We praise LeBron for being such a boss and putting his friends in positions of power and having this company, having that company. I want to know who's really the boss. I don't know. It just raised some eyebrows that he could be the captain of social justice for our community, but then not want to make that sacrifice when the time came. That's just raised some eyebrows. It doesn't take away any work that he's done. He's done great work. He's said great things. He stood up for the people. I'm not trying to diminish anything that he's done in the past. But in this particular moment, him taking that stance, it just raised some eyebrows for me.
Okay. Yeah, we got different stance on it, but I just feel like, yeah, maybe it goes back to normalcy. Like if they go play and it's a sense of normalness in the world, but we also need that in this time. We need normal.
Do we?
Yeah. Because
normal is kind of what got us here.
I'm not talking about in that sense. I'm talking about everyday living normal. Like we can't go outside. We can't do anything. We can't. I tell you all the time. I'm stuck in here with all these fucking kids, and I got another one here today.
But once things go back to normal, the conversation's dead.
But remember, like me and you, I think we had this off the pod. Okay. We was like, hopefully we did have it on. I'm not too sure, but remember I was telling you. Matter of fact, we was driving, and I was like, yeah, everybody's always in an uproar for a week or two until the end, but then after it's done, you don't hear about it anymore. Right? Remember when we spoke about that shit?
Yep.
This is the part where once everything comes back, the uproar still has to be there. Because we have to. We cannot just stop forgetting about this person who died or this person who had this with the cop or this person. We have to continue it, even through normal times.
Mm-hmm.
We can't just say, oh, okay, so we're back to normal. We're gonna get, which a lot of people are gonna do because they just. I just feel like there's a lot of people out there that's just doing it just to do it. But the real ones who really care have to continue. And if that continues in the NBA or that continues in the NFL with people protesting and still showing it, I think it could work.
But right now, I think the key word there is that it could work. I think with them deciding to sit out, it has to work. Right?
But no, it doesn't have to though.
Because if they sit out, the people who are in positions of power have to do something.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that as a society we change because NBA stops.
But it's not just the NBA though. If the NBA goes back
on all sports. I'm
just saying, like they're like right now, them taking that stance, that could have a ripple effect on other sports.
Okay.
Possibly.
Right, so I thought you were just saying NBA.
No. I'm just saying. I think it starts with the NBA, but I think if they go back to normal as best as they can, then I think other sports will follow that lead. But if they stop, then it's like, okay, at least other sports have to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, are we going to stick with the NBA, or we got to go back to like football? I don't see it happening because they don't make enough money. So I don't really see them really taking that stance. But
And everybody on the owners are all white people. It's one
NBA
Asian.
too. Maybe NBA has except
Oh,
Jordan.
they got Mike Jordan.
That's it. 31 other teams in the NBA.
But there's I think that and I just feel like the NBA is different. I don't look at the NBA like the NFL. I think that I don't think that the owners just care for their black athletes and look at them as money as NFL does. And I don't. I think owners care about. Look at Ballmer being there fucking bugging
Mm-hmm.
because he loves his players and he loves his team. Like maybe I'm biased because I like the NBA more than I like a lot of other things. But I don't know. But
Yeah, I just think overall when it comes to the NBA, like they've always been the more progressive league.
yeah.
But at the same time, in this instance, they've gotten so much being a progressive league in terms of money, advertisement, this international recognition, that now we've given all of this to you as the people. What are you going to do for us?
I mean, I just think that you can do it while you play too. I think it's possible.
I mean, you could do it. I just don't think it has the same impact. It's like when they're playing, it's like, okay, like we hear you, okay, we see you wearing the shirts, but I mean, we care about the ticket sales at the end of the day. All of that stuff
Yeah,
sounds.
there's nobody gonna be in the studios. I mean, in the stadiums. There's gonna be no fans. It's not even about making ticket sales because these owners are not making no money.
But
they might be making TV money, yeah, but it's not even about that. I think that I also think that these players, like we gotta understand that's all they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
They don't do anything else besides Dame Lillard because he be rapping and it's just take fire. Yeah. But this is what they do. I seen a video of Ja Morant fucking throwing it on people's heads for no reason, like because that's what he wants to do. I think that they want to do this also, and I think that they should want to play, and I think that they should want to continue it while they play. Just give us the best of both worlds.
They want to, of course, because they're NBA players, but at the same time, these are young black men. And with them being young black men, like they know what's going on. So it's like they know it's bigger than basketball. They know that that there needs to be some type of systematic change, which is what everybody's fighting for. But I don't think. Oh, let me see this quote right here. I don't agree. A silent process and it grabbed the attention. Yeah, but what was the outcome? Cap lost his job and NFL kept going.
4 years.
This is what I'm saying. Like this is exactly what I just said.
And
like
now there's reports that there are teams that want him now. Now why? Because it's gonna make them money. You know what's gonna make them? Jersey sales. You know what's gonna make them? Ticket sales. You know what's gonna make them? People in them fucking stands. You know what's gonna make them? Money.
But if you cap, do you come back to the NFL?
If I love the game, yeah.
I don't come back. If I'm him, if I come back now, it makes
none of us in the world know what his fucking settlement was, so we don't know how much money he has. You know what I'm saying? If I need money and I want to play, I'm going back. If I love the game of football and I feel like I can still play on a high level, then I will go back. If you're not gonna shit on me, I will play.
No.
If I'm going back as a publicity stunt, not a chance.
If I'm Cap, I don't go back because it almost gets the NFL off the hook. It gets the NFL because he's only coming back because of them apologizing, saying they're sorry, and because of the protesting that's going on. Like, like they're trying to protect their image. That's all this is about. This is
But
about.
that's what every big corporation is going to be doing at this point in time.
This is what I'm saying. But you going back is helping them clean up that image.
If I want to play, is on me if I want to go back. He's been saying he's been wanting to play for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
So if I get an opportunity to play and not be just here to be on the team, then I'm gonna play.
But I've also heard that he had an opportunity to play and he declined it. So I think it's bigger than it was bigger than football at one point. So
what do you say?
I think he had an opportunity. I'm gonna send you the clip too, but it was Marcellus Wiley. He was explaining that Kaepernick had an opportunity to play and he elected to decline. And I think it was with the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't know exactly. I don't want to get the story wrong, but if you go to YouTube, you type in Marcellus Wiley interview on Vlad TV.
But he also knows his worth though too.
He does. He knows
the XFL tried to get him to play too for like $500,000. Like, I'm not playing for the XFL for $500,000. Like,
but you love football.
But I'm not gonna get hurt or just in case I do get a thing. Listen, was he blackballed? 100%. I wanted to bring up something about the NFL too because of this, and like she said too, like excuse me, he's no longer blackballed because of the movement, right? Now because of the movement, there's a lot of people that are gonna be. They said Roger Goodell might kneel, whatever. I don't know if that's gonna happen, right? But the NFL, but exactly. I didn't want to get into
saying
that,
bro. That WhiteKanda shit, bro. Yeah, that's that WhiteKanda shit.
Because they feel like everybody feel like if I kneel now, then that I got them on my side. No.
Bro,
anyway, yeah, fuck him. But NFL pledges $250 million over 10 years, right? For what? I really don't know because But what do you think about that? Now they want to pledge all that money to social injustice and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So where does that go? How does that work?
Mm-hmm. So the $250 million, you said over 10 years?
10 years. To combat systematic racism. What does that mean?
That means absolutely nothing, bro. Like that shit means nothing. $250 million. That
over 10 years. So like, that is about $25 million a year.
Like this is what I don't like. This is what I don't like about corporations, and this is what I don't like about the idea about reparations, right? Because people think that there's a check good enough to erase the sins of their past. The NFL has blackballed a lot of people, right? It's not just Colin Kaepernick, right? Like they've been mistreating their players now for decades. There's been systematic racism within the NFL since it was founded, right? You can talk about the lack of black coaches, like that rule that they just passed. You can talk about how there's no black owners, blah 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 blah. I think that the NFL is a rich enough organization to where they can do more than just write a check. Because unless you're gonna give these the money to specific companies that do social justice work, then you're not like I don't know where the money's going. I don't know whose pockets it's going to. I don't know. Like it has to be more specific than we're just gonna give you $250 million for racial injustice or whatever. I mean, again the same thing with Jordan. Like I don't know where the money's going.
I just don't. Warren, I understand that question, but I just don't understand the NFL saying they're gonna, because this is not the first time we heard about this.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't we hear about this like a couple of years ago where they was gonna put money towards? I'm not too sure, but they did it. They put money towards something, but where does that money go? What changes? Like what's gonna change? Nothing's gonna change on a Sunday night or a Sunday day when the football is the same shit. If they don't do nothing after that, where does this money go to?
I need to know an instance where money solved a problem with our country.
Oh, with our
Like,
country. Okay, I was
like,
about to
like
say.
I'm talking about
I
like
get
a,
it. I get it. If I win a Mega Million right now, money's solving everything.
it's gonna solve a lot, but there's a chance that you can still be unhappy if you don't get what
Oh,
you want.
that's a fact.
So it's
That's why
like,
a lot of these fucking these rich millionaires, billionaires commit suicide because they're not happy with this. Like, 'cause the money doesn't mean anything.
that's my point. So it's like, when has money ever really changed? And like again, like I'm legit asking this question because I don't know. Like, when has money ever really solved a problem? Like, we saw what happened to the Indians. They gave them land, casinos, and I think they got tax breaks. We saw what happened with the Japanese. I think they got some type of reparations. Um, like, I just don't know what is like what money can really do.
So Warren's question is going to bring us to our next thing that we had to talk about. And anyway, you want the truth? We don't know where Black Lives Matter money is going either.
Yo, bro. Matter of fact,
See, we about to get into this. You
yo,
want?
hold, bro. We about to go into this right now because I got the tea for that. Black Lives Matter.
So while you putting it up, man, I just want to say, John Cena, he donated $1 million to Black Lives Matter. I'm only saying that because it's money to something where we don't know where it's going.
All right, so let me see if I can share my screen. This shit is crazy. All right, you can see. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Go here to Black Lives Matter, right? You click donate, right? You think you're donating to the movement. You're about to give people the money. I say $25. Oh, I got to do it here. Oh, see, it doesn't work when I do it here. Wait. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Okay, so now when I go, I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to do it again. So I'm on blacklivesmatter.com. I hit donate because I want to help the cause. I love the people, whatever. You see all these black and brown faces on here. You're thinking it's going to them and to the movement and blah, blah, blah. But when you look up here, it says secure.actblue.com. Let's go to actblue.com. What is that? I don't know if that means Black Lives Matter. Oh, Ag Blue. This is to support Democratic donors. Democratic donors. If you support Andrew Yang, if you support Hillary Clinton, if you support Barack Obama, this is where the money goes if you want to support. What does this have to do with Black Lives Matter? Because I don't know. What's your take?
It's crazy. What got me about Black Lives Matter is it's owned by a white guy. Matter of fact, he's not white. He's like Hungarian or something like that. Soros. His last name is Soros. He's like a billionaire, and he does not only own Black Lives Matter. He owns Antifa. So he is on both sides of the spectrum, and he's just benefiting off of everybody at this point in time. We're gonna benefit off of Black Lives Matter because that's big. Then we're gonna benefit from Antifa breaking every fucking thing because we're a terrorist group now.
Bro, this shit is so scary because I swear to God, bro, if these Democrats took Black Lives Matter and used it to fund their political campaign, oh my God, I swear to God, Joe Biden's losing.
People do not know where Black Lives Matter money is going to at all.
Okay, so now if you are a part of Joe Biden's camp, how do you have him answer that question? Because he's gonna have to answer it eventually. What do you tell him to say?
Me?
If you his advisor. What do you tell him to say?
I don't know. I don't even know how to speak for this at this point in time. I don't know.
But you got to give him an answer because he got to answer the question. You can't just tell him I don't know. You already know Joe Biden's slow.
That's above my pay grade.
Wow. So you just let Joe Biden lose the election just like that.
Yep. Everything comes out. That's what I said. We're in a scary age, man. You can find anything out in a second.
Mm-hmm. But all right, let me try to answer the question.
How can you answer this? How can you answer this?
If I'm Joe Biden, I'm saying we connected our site to the Black Lives Matter movement, so that way they could increase their platform to get more money. So, for example, like ActBlue is the biggest Democratic platform for donors, period. So most people give their money to assist Democratic politicians on ActBlue. We connected with Black Lives Matter to put them on that platform to help support their movement. That's the best answer I can think of.
That probably is the only thing that you can say, because so where does the money go to, Joe Biden?
That's what I'm saying. If I'm Joe Biden, I say, look, that's up to them. Once they get it, it's sent to their camp, and they delegate the money however they see fit. But what I want to know is, who owns Black Lives Matter? That's what I want to know.
George Soros.
But so when you say he owns it, like it's his corporation?
Yes.
Wow. That's crazy.
It's a Hungarian man who owns Black Lives Matter.
So why are we supporting this bullshit if you don't care about us? Oh,
Okay, you go.
so why do we support Black Lives Matter if it's a bunch of bullshit?
Okay. Because nobody knows.
But people know now, and people still using the hashtag Black Lives Matter.
But everybody doesn't know. Everybody doesn't know. Listen, just Google him. He's a philanthropist, whatever like that. He's a billionaire. He Black Lives Matter. And Antifa. Just Google him. Just read up on a lot of stuff like that.
He's not black.
He's a white man. He's a white Hungarian man who owns Black Lives Matter. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. And people, but listen, is that on us for not doing our research before we provide something?
Yes and no. They knew that once the hashtag started, it was something that could have been profitable. So I think that it's hard to really get mad at him, because he did what any capitalist would do. He saw a group of people with an emotional attachment
and just joined in.
It's like people that were selling T-shirts when Kobe passed away. It's like, ethically that's wrong because you're profiting off of somebody's death. But at the end of the day, this is America and this is capitalism.
Mm-hmm.
And that's legal. So he didn't do anything wrong there. But now that we know this, we're the ones that are wrong if we continue to support. Now
so what's going to change though? Because all he has to do is make a statement and say that's not true, and then people are going to believe it.
Then that's on them. At this point, I can't convince anybody of anything because there's too much information out there. I can give you, if we're having a debate right now, I can give you all the facts in the world, but you're still going to believe what you want to believe because your beliefs can be found anywhere on the internet. You can find somebody that believes the same thing you believe without any facts. So anything I say, I can't convince you to change your mind about the whole I can show you the whole Black Lives Matter thing. I showed them on there on when I shared my screen. There are people that still gonna believe that Black Lives Matter is a movement led by our people. So there's nothing I can do.
So you wanna so you think there's money laundering with Black Lives Matter movement?
Hell yeah. What? Where's the headquarters? Where's the office? Where's the president? Where are the managers? Where they at? Where D-Ray? Where he at? Where he at? Because he was the face when it first popped off. Where he at? Did they pay him out? What's really going on?
That shit is wild.
So it started with 3 girls. That's how it started. Alicia Garza, Patrice Cullors, and Opal Tometi. They created a Black-centered political will and movement building project called Black Lives Matter. It was in response to the acquittal of Trayvon Martin's murderer, George Zimmerman. The project is now a member-led global network of more than 40 chapters. Our members organize and build local power to intervene in violence inflicted on Black communities by state and vigilantes. Where are these chapters? Who leads these chapters? And what's going on in these chapters?
Yo, bro, your mic is like coming in and out. It's like staticky.
All right, hold on. Let me see if I can fix it. Am I good now?
It's still it's like a little choppy, but
Damn. How about now?
Talk again.
I'm good. I'm in the building.
It's a little bit better. Let's just keep it going though.
All right, bet. What was I saying? Oh, so yeah, those three women started the movement, but I think, like, what I don't understand is why aren't they the faces right now? Why did I have to look up those names to know that they are the leaders of the Black Lives Matter movement? Because I thought it was D-Ray the whole time. That's the face I saw. That's the person whose name was all over the place. That's the person who was speaking for the organization. What the hell is going on? Because something is fishy to me.
Your audio sounds good, so that's why that matters to them. Okay, so
I bet.
Yeah.
Like, so what the hell does that mean?
It's crazy. It's crazy. I think that when we start to give money or we start to give things, we got to do our due diligence and try to find out what we're doing it to, because there's like so much out there that we don't know what's going on, man.
But even, and I want to address this point here. Warren said we need our own political party. I would say yes and no. The dangerous side about having our own political party is that I don't think we have the proper backing to really push that political party forward. Like, we saw what the Black Panthers tried to do, but I don't know how that affected their local politics. I think that we can make any party really work for us if we're on the same page. Like, and this is why I think people got to go back and understand the history. Like, when we were free, well, we ended slavery as the America ended slavery, we were Republicans. The Republicans were called the abolitionists because they wanted to abolish slavery. Then they made the Republican Party to go against the Democrats, and they lost the first election. And then the next election they won with Lincoln. Then boom, Lincoln wins the Civil War, abolishes the slaves, gives us the 13th, 14th, 15th Amendment. Then we go into Reconstruction, right? And then you start to see the biggest economic boom for the Black community we've ever had. Our own businesses, our own schools, our own neighborhoods, blah, 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 blah. We reigned for about 40 years. Then the Democrats come after the Great Depression. The Great Depression happens. That's when they start bringing in welfare. Boom. We go from the welfare state. Here we are today. Short history lesson. But this is why we got to understand the history of politics. Because the Democrats were not for us in the beginning. I don't think they're for us now. But that's a debate that we can have later on.
Look at this one. Facts. The women disappeared from Black Lives Matter. So I saw
this is what the hell is going on? What is going on with this Black Lives Matter movement? Because now when you go down, like, for example, if you go down to a protest, right? If you go down to a protest right now, it's not Black Lives Matter. I love you too, bro. And this is why we got to have this conversation. Mm-hmm. When you go down to a protest, it's not Black Lives Matter that are protesting. This shit is not Black Lives Matter, bro. This shit is all lives matter. You're gonna have your Black people down there. You're gonna have the LGBTQ community going down there to try to push whatever agenda that they want, or some of them may be supporting us. I don't know. You're gonna have your white liberals down there. You're gonna have women down there pushing for women's rights. Like, it's all over the place. It's all over the place. It's everywhere. And this is what I'm saying. What is the plan? If we had a plan, then it's like, okay, you guys can join us in this march or get the fuck out of here. But now it's all lives matter. Everybody's going down there for their own personal gain. This shit ain't about us no more because we don't have a plan and we're not on the same page. I'm sorry, I've been ranting. I don't want to rant no more.
Nah, bro. Listen, me and you have the same. We have the same sentiment about a lot of things, man. Like,
Yeah.
and a lot of times that we get. Listen, I just want to let everybody know. A lot of times when we get on this, like, there's sometimes that we really gotta fight hard to figure out a difference in how we think because it's hard, man. But this is something serious that we need to really understand that we need to if we don't make a change in us, like is in our thinking and everything like that, we're never gonna change. So everything you're saying, man, I'm 100 with you, and I'd rather I'd rather get it out there and you speak how you gotta speak than us just debate it and I'd rather everybody know how the fuck we feel, you know.
Yeah.
But
No,
so, yeah, go ahead. You preaching right now.
yeah, bro. Like I just like when you look at like right now, I gotta think if I'm a Democratic leader, right? And I know all I gotta do is say, and I know black people can sway the election. I know that, right? Because I understand political science. If I'm a Democratic president, or I'm not a president, if I'm running for Democratic office, all I gotta do is promise niggas a bunch of shit and not give it to them.
Yeah, that's what they do to us every time.
Exactly. They've been doing this shit since they've gotten into power, right? And it really started. I think his name was FDR. FDR started all that welfare shit. Or once we got dependent on the government, once that happened, once they took black men out of their homes and put them in prisons with the prison industrial complex, once that shit happened, then that's when we lost all power because now our families are all over the place. We lost the strength of the black family. And until we get that back, when we can be dependent on ourselves and not the government for resources, then we'll be good. But the Democrats are not going to do that for us. They never have and they never will.
That's the last time we spoke about all this stuff, I said, listen, I really don't know. I don't really vote like that. But I have to start getting into it because I need to understand what's going on. Like, what hearing you speak about like stuff like that is like,
and this is why
it opens my eyes a little bit more.
Yeah, bro. Like we gotta like people look at politics as something that like they should or should not like they kind of like double dutch it a little bit. But no, like this is something that's fundamental to you even being an American. Like, but it's not taught about in schools. And why don't you think they teach that in schools? Why don't you think our kids learn about political science when they get to middle school? Why do you think that when our kids graduate high school, they don't vote until they're like 26? Like this, like all of that shit is part of the systematic oppression. Like, this is the shit that's crazy. And now, like, we're so torn mentally, right? Because we know that the Democrats haven't given us shit, but then we also don't want to really, but we don't really want to believe in Trump. So this is where the people are torn right now because it's like emotionally, I can't really get with Trump, but it's like I know Biden ain't shit.
Well, you just got to pick the lesser of the two evils in your eyes.
Nah, bro.
Same thing they did with Hillary. They both of them were not good people.
I disagree with that, bro. I think the Democrats would have to do something for us if we were to switch political parties. Because think about it. You've been lying.
They gotta need our shit. Like we said, we the majority. I think we the majority. They need us. They would need our votes.
They need our votes, but we give them our votes without them giving us anything in return. So until we make some type of radical change, they're not going to give a fuck about Black Lives Matter. They're not going to care about any of the shit that we protesting for because they know at the end of the day, they're going to get our vote regardless. The same thing happened with Barack Obama. We got him in there. We think he's going to do all these great things for us. And boom, we get nothing. And then even if you're talking about the lesser of the two evils, low-key, Trump might be the lesser of both evils.
That might be a fact.
Because he was the one that created the First Step Act to help get people out of prisons.
That's because Kim Kardashian was in there showing her ass to him. That
too, but he also made the school choice. He also put money in the school choice. So that way our kids right now can go to...
Like I said before, like I really don't know like what Trump does, whatever like that. Like I mean, you see shit, But I understand that he's a really good businessman. That's why the economy was up and everything like that. He is a person who is about his money. You know what I mean? So
Nah, bro. I think that this is something that we really like. I would like to have somebody who's really into the politics, like who went to school for this shit, that really understands like the political science behind it. Because I'm just learning all this shit now on my own. Like I just go to Google, like, yo, what has Trump done for the black community? I saw the First Choice Act, or First Step Act, I think it's called, for the prison reform. I saw black unemployment was at an all-time low. I saw that he helped our black teens get jobs. I saw that he just did something for the LGBTQ community, so that way they're not getting discriminated against anymore. I just saw that he did put funding into school choice, so that way kids right now, like if you are living in a low income family but you want to send your kids to a private school, you can get funding for that. That shit didn't, like, these are things that I would have expected from Barack Obama.
JT, hold on one second.
Yeah,
If everybody hears him good, please let me know, because I hear like you breaking up on my side, and it could be me. Please, somebody just write it. Let us know if y'all hear him good or he's breaking up.
1911 is the.
But go ahead, my fault, bro. Because I hear you, but I hear you like going in and out.
Everybody's saying I'm good.
I know, but I hear you like it's just like.
Of course, when I'm on my rant, you can't hear me.
No, I can hear you. I just hear you like a robot.
Oh, then make sure your headphones are plugged in all the way.
Shit's all good. I'm gonna exit out and come back in.
All right. But yeah, like, when are we gonna start really having that conversation about who is the better party for us? Because growing up when I was a kid, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I was taught that the left was for us and the right was only for the rich. The left was for the poor, the Democrats were for the poor, and the right was for the rich. That's what I was taught growing up. That was the only political science I had. They didn't teach us none of that shit. But now we at a point to where we got the internet. We got to use that shit to our advantage. All we got to do is go to google.com. This shit is not secret. All I did, bro, I went to YouTube. I typed in the history of the Republican Party. I watched a 12-minute video. It didn't give me everything, but it gave me the gist of how it started. I did not know that they were against slavery. I did not know that. Like, I did not know that they fought the Civil War. Part of that was because of the slave. Most of that was because of the slave. I did not know that the Democratic Party supported slavery. They wanted that shit. Like, these are just things I just did not know. I'm thinking that they're supposed to be for us. I'm thinking the welfare shit helped us. This is what I thought. But then all I had to do was just go to Google and start doing research. Like, nah, whoa. Let me just hold on. Trump did that? He helped with prison. He helped niggas that people from my community come home. Oh shit, that affects me. Oh, I've always talked about education reform. I used to work for TFA. That's specifically to give better education to people that live in the hood. He put money in the school choice. So now if my niece want to go to private school, I could get some of that paid for. Oh shit, that affects me. Let me start rethinking. Let me get past the emotional attachment. Let me get past that the news is gonna call Trump a racist. Let me get past that people don't like Trump because he said grab about to put. Let me get past the fact that they call him a Nazi and a fascist. Let me just look and be objective and look at, is he doing the job or not? And when you look at it, when you just take away all the emotional attachments, bro, these niggas have been, Joe Biden's been in office now for 30 fucking years. You've been a politician for 30 years. Nancy Pelosi been a politician for 30 years, longer than I've been alive. And I haven't seen no type of change for none of my people. Come on, man.
Talk to him.
Yeah, Lincoln definitely did say that. But at the end of the day, bro,
Miles Camden,
he still freedom.
Click the link up top so we can see your name. We want to put your shit up here, but it's only. I want you to get your recognition, man.
Yeah, bro, definitely click that link. I want the people to know your opinion, bro, because I'm starting to see, like, Like we really entering a era of when people are starting to think differently, bro. Like I was watching Turning Point USA with Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk, and although I disagree with some of the shit Candace Owens says, some shit that I agree with, bro. Like some shit I agree with, like, and people don't like that. People don't like that. People don't like wanting to hear that there are young people of color leaving the Democratic Party because they're seeing them for their bullshit. Like I know my mom don't want to hear that shit.
That's the same way I said we have to do our due diligence and look at that. Like we cannot just continue to go. That's what my parents was, and that's what their parents was, and that's what their parents was together. Now we have to figure it out. And Kev's in here, and Kev will tell you, like me and Kev have conversations about this shit all the time. And I tell Kev all the time, like, bro, listen, I can't have an opinion, like, because I really don't know. I'm not one-sided. I'm gonna hear you out. I'm gonna hear him out. I'm gonna just because I don't try to go into it so much because it breaks my head. But he'll tell you what I'm not biased. I'm not like that. I just don't know. And if I don't know something, I'm gonna tell you I don't know, and I can't have a real opinion on.
Yeah, bro. Well, you gotta just start Googling that shit, bro. Google University. I mean, Google College and YouTube University, bro. Shit, everything's right there. Everything's right there. Everything. Because now
this is mad funny. I'm not gonna lie to you,
bro. Why you think they fixed that shit?
Yo, please click the link so we can see your name, man.
Bro, they didn't fix that shit because of Miss Johnson. They didn't fix that shit because we was out there protesting. They fixed that shit because that shit is right across from the golf course. And if he could buy 560 right now, he would do that shit. And I heard he tried. I heard he tried to buy 560. It was 560. I think 2745 Shalai, and I think with the building that's to the right of 5. I don't know what number that is.
The Ginger building?
No. That's 2745. Talking about the other side, on close to the Dewey. I think Cat building. I heard he wanted to buy all three. And
man, I heard he wants to buy this whole projects and buy us out. They could buy me the fuck out of here right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
This is what I keep telling people. There's gonna, bro, one day niggas is gonna get a knock on their door.
With that letter, like, listen, we about to buy you guys out. Give me my money. I'm out.
All right, so they offer you 10K. You out?
I'm out.
You out for 10K?
I'm out. I'm out because I'm out because you know why I'm.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's just extra.
All right. Like, but do you think that's enough for the average person for them to just get
No, I'm not out for 10K. But I'm out if they give me that 10K. Personally.
I hear
because you know why I'm out.
Yeah.
But
that makes sense. For me.
Yeah, he did. He tried to buy them years ago.
Yo.
He tried to buy it. I remember that. Yo, my man, click the link at the top, bro.
Yeah, bro, he was all turning them shits in the hotels. But this is the shit that is interesting to me because that proves to me that these buildings can be way better than what they are.
Oh, no, that's a fact. I think that everything over here could be better with a little bit of money into it. Bro, they was having orgies under my building.
This is what I'm saying. Like the shit has just been left to rot, and that's the fucked up part about it.
Yo, the other was it like 2-3 weeks ago. I text you at like 10 o'clock that I was having a fucking flood in my crib.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right? Mm-hmm. And you know what they came to do? Not a damn thing. So it happens. It happens. I'm not telling him again. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He's just gonna be a rebel, bro. We gonna call him a rebel.
I'm not telling him again. But I want to get into some like music and shit like that. But I just want to get your thought on two things about the guy who I forgot his name, Chavez, whatever the dude that killed George Floyd. Okay. His attorney said that the public should have stepped in and did something to the cop. What?
Yo, when I tell you I love to hear different perspectives, like I love that shit. Like I love hearing
Cuomo,
people.
And I love Cuomo, the his brother.
Mm-hmm. The news anchor.
He stopped him. His like, what? He's like, what do you really want them to step in? Mm-hmm. He's an idiot. I want to know what you think about that, and that even if he's convicted, he still receives $1 million in pension that could go to his family.
Yeah. Hey, make some
Oh,
noise!
wow.
Make some noise!
Everybody, just please, whoever's in here, just put the clapping emojis on for finally doing it. Well, what do you think about that? What do you think about those two things? His lawyer is saying that as the public, we should have, as people, we should have did something, even though we probably would have got shot. And if he's convicted, even if convicted or not, he still receives $1 million in he still receives $1 million in pension after this.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think that's what the lawyer was supposed to say. I'm not mad at him for saying it because your job is to defend the police officer. So if you did not defend the police officer, what the hell am I paying you for? You're getting a bunch of money to say shit like that. So if I'm the lawyer, hell yeah, I'm gonna say that. I'm given every reason to justify why it happened. Again, but I disagree. Let me say that first. Like, I disagree with what the lawyer said, but trying to look at it objectively without any type of emotional attachments, that's what he's supposed to. He's supposed to say that.
Hold on, this is funny. He said, "Look at that hairline. I gotta put that back up there."
Damn, why they cut his ass? That's the bro, man. Let the bro live.
Man, I kind of agree with you on that, but it's just like you've thrown something out there which could get somebody else killed.
True.
Okay, maybe you guys should have did something so the next time when somebody tries to do something, then they get shot. I just think it's an unfair thing to say. And for him to get that money, if he gets convicted, they should strip everything from him. Simple and plain.
You say he gets $1 million pension from
$1 million pension just because he's been in the force for so long.
I mean, he's gonna get that. He's gonna get that. I mean, look, he's already a millionaire off of GoFundMe. So it's like,
is he?
Yeah, let's go. They donated I think it was $1 million, and his wife divorced him, and his wife says she don't want none of that shit. That's all I know. His wife really wants some G.
We got a special guest that we didn't even know was coming in here. Maybe he wants to talk about this.
Yeah.
Come on, you know I was coming in here. Fuck you talking about,
The big bro.
Man, I had to hold on. Let me set myself up.
Yes,
sir. I can see the 40 shirt still on, baby. You already know.
Appreciate the love and support.
I was in there. I had to clean the refrigerator. Had to do household shit, my nigga. But I've been listening to y'all the whole time. JT, you saw my comment. You already know. I love you to death, brother, because you talking that real shit.
Love you back.
Talking that real shit. Like, a lot of the times, we need to tell our own people. Not everybody else. Us. We need to sit there and tell our own people. Like I said last week when we had this conversation, somebody put up a post and they said, say something that might take away your black card. And I said, I might be Republican. And niggas lost their mind on that post. They lost their mind. Yes, they lost. I don't want. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna throw no names out there. They know if they watching.
Throw it out there. It's 40 Central. Throw the shit out there.
It's cool.
Troops, my guy. Troops, my guy. You already know. You know you my guy.
No. Troops came to pick up his 2 shirts today, bro. I appreciate you.
Listen, honestly, I'm not sure just yet. The problem when it comes to political parties is that they promise a whole lot to a whole bunch of people and they don't fulfill everything to everybody. And I've yet to meet a candidate that addresses me. And I sit there and I listen to Killer Mike and I listen to a lot of people, but Killer Mike has been really ringing with me for a while now. Killer Mike was like, the problem with black people, we're all over the place. We have poor black people, we have rich black people. We have so much and we don't have nobody to represent neither party. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to politics, it's black and white politics. Because the Republicans can help out the rich people, except for the rich black people. Because the rich black people still got to go and deal with black people shit. And that's what I mean when I say we need our own party. We need somebody that's going to represent us, regardless if it's rich or poor or anything like that. It's hard to do that though. In this present day, it's hard to do that because the rich want better tax breaks, and the poor want more help. So how do you do both? And it's difficult to do that. So I get it and stuff like that. But like I said, me as an adult of what 15, almost 20 years now, I've never met a candidate that fulfilled anything that I needed in my life, and that's where like I stopped doing Democrat a long time ago.
See, that's my biggest problem. Like people say, oh yeah, why you don't follow it? Why you don't want to vote? Or why you don't do that shit? Like, it's just a lot of smoke and mirrors. It's like, yo, well, I'm gonna say this and then this, and I want to be there for all this, and I want to do this for you guys, and this at the end of the day, I don't get it done, or this is the best candidate to me, but to you is somebody different. Like it doesn't work out for me as well as I always wanted it to. So, and maybe I'm hurting it, maybe I'm not. Well, this state is gonna vote Democrat regardless, but I don't know. I can't sit here.
I can tell you what it is. You're stuck in the middle. You're literally stuck in the middle because Republicans take care of who they take care of, Democrats take care of who they take care of, and you're stuck in the middle.
I just feel like I've never felt them do anything for me, either or.
They didn't.
Personally.
Neither one. No, they didn't.
Personally.
They're not. The reason why is because you're stuck in the middle.
Right? And Kev would tell you, me and him talk about this, like, probably, like, ever since this shit going on, me and him talk about this shit, like, pretty often. And he's like, yo, I remember when, I don't want to quote what he said because I could be wrong, right? Mm-hmm. But he's like, he remembers when something changed and he got, it was like his taxes or some shit like that, and he's seen it. But I didn't see that with my taxes, you know what I mean? So I can't have that same sentiment to it because it didn't happen to me. So it's like, I have never felt nobody do any good for us because I live where I live. Shit is still the same. I wake up every day, I go outside, I did what I was going to do. Same shit. And I see the same people, everything different. I go to work, did the same thing. I've never seen no change. Not in my money, not in my check, not in my community, not in my anything.
Actually,
what are you talking about?
I'm going to tell you right now. And the only thing about it was your preference. So the one thing that Trump changed when he first came in office, Kev, shut up. I don't want to hear nothing. But he, I don't know what passed, but you got more in your check than you did.
Yeah, that's what he was telling me. That's what he was saying.
So now I agree with that. A lot of people don't because they look forward to that big lump sum in February to do whatever you want to do. I'm not going to sit there and put any kind of anything on it. I don't want to sit there and say, because people talk their shit. Listen, if I get 10 G's in taxes, I'm doing 10 G tax shit. I don't give a fuck with these people. Stupid.
Yeah.
They sit there and talk about, yo, you only bragging because you get listen, if I get 10 G's in my taxes, I'm doing 10 G shit. I'm gonna buy shit for no reason to. I'm gonna stack some bread, whatever. But anyway, that's me. I would rather the money up front than get it on the back end. Some people would rather the money on the back end.
That's what he told me. I think that's what it was. One of the things that he told me. But it was like that. He gets more money this way, not in that way. Yes. And you know what?
That's what it is.
Listen, I've been a parent for 11 years. Right? So since I was 20 years old, my daughter's gonna be 11 this year.
I've never really noticed. Old, I didn't realize that, but that
exactly. I have never noticed the money that's coming out my thing because it was always just taxes. You know what I'm saying? Taxes, and I always worked hard for my fucking money. So I never, and I was stupid, and I'm not saying I was stupid, but I just didn't realize because I wasn't looking. So in all aspects, no candidate has ever gave me everything that I needed.
They're not.
They're
on two opposite ends of the spectrum.
I've never seen anything change for me. I could be wrong though, but I could be wrong. Like you can sit there and tell me, yo, he did that, he did that, he did that, he did that, and I could believe it, right? But I could just be wrong on my feeling, my thinking.
You have to understand, you're depending on where you are. See, the problem with our system is that you can be a middle class employee, but on the high end of the middle class, which now puts you in a different tax bracket. It's so much. It's kind of retarded.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate to say this, but I'm like, a person wrote it down to me, or broke it down to me a while ago, and was like a universal tax for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And people were like, well, no, that's not fair. Like, how is that not to me, in my opinion,
Yeah.
how is that not fair? How is 20% tax not fair for everybody, no matter what? No matter what you make, 20%, because if you make $1 million, 20% to you is higher than somebody that makes 50,000, 20%. 20% is 20%. Now, like, the problem is when you sit there, like me, I can work overtime next week. And with overtime, I jump into a whole different tax bracket, which is stupid to me. And then I can jump into the lower end of the spectrum of that tax bracket, which means that they'll take more. Like, literally, no bullshit. I've worked 10 hours overtime, and no, I'm sorry, I think it was 12 hours overtime and 16 hours overtime. That's 4 hours difference. I'm not gonna tell you what the pay is because that's nobody's business. But the difference at the end of the day was $10.
What?
Yeah. See, you see how that? Yeah, $10.
I wouldn't do overtime then. I'm not doing overtime.
No. See, so now if you talk to anybody that I work with in Con Ed, they will tell you that there's different windows that you work in. You don't work more than 14 hours of overtime unless you're working 20 hours overtime. Like, it's crazy.
You gotta calculate all.
Yeah, and like, it's like, that's disgusting that I gotta do all this. I'm like, yo, they'll sit there and offer me overtime, and I go, it's not really worth it because they're gonna tax me something crazy. And I'm not gonna bring that home anyway. Whereas if it's a universal tax, then it's a universal tax, regardless. But that's how I look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's gonna do that because it doesn't benefit either side when you do that.
I wouldn't.
That's why. See my point?
I wouldn't do it.
And so when it comes down to politics, you have to vote for what works for you. And I keep on trying to tell people that. I stopped believing in the Democratic Party for a while now because, like I said, I said this last week. The Democratic Party will sit there and tell you, you have 5 years to get on your feet. We will take care of you for 5 years. Whatever happened to you for 5 years, we're gonna take care of you. And on the 4th year, they go, I see you're not really set up to whatever. So how about we extend that 4 more years? And you stuck there because you're worried about making an extra dollar over that amount because they're paying everything. But once you make that dollar over that amount, they cut you off.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot of people in that spectrum that go through that on a daily basis. And the Democrats did that to them. Whereas the Republicans want you, like, it's not that they want to take away the welfare system or anything like that. They want to build something so that you can get off of that so you can keep it moving and keep going. Because the whole point is progression here. And if I hold you back, then I control you. And that's what Democrats do. They control you.
Yeah, fellas, I gotta go check my kids real quick. I'll be right back.
All right.
But nah, that's real shit. Like, and those are the conversations that we don't have in our community because we're taught that like I said before, like the Democrats are for the poor and the Republicans are for the rich.
Republicans are racist.
That too. And that shit is just like, that can't be further from the truth. Like, this is why people gotta know the history. Like, you gotta understand.
Listen, if anybody, I don't know who's still listening, but I'm gonna tell y'all, no matter what, let me explain something to y'all. Everybody in some way, shape, or form is racist.
Mm-hmm.
Stop listening to them say black people can't be racist. Here's what it is. Racism and being racist has nothing to do with hate.
Mm-hmm.
If you hate somebody, then you hate somebody. That's it, no matter what. If you hate black people, then you hate black people. If you hate white people, then you hate white people. You hate Spanish people, so forth and so on. Racism is a system put in place to basically control a narrative. You're Spanish, this is what you do. This is what I know what Spanish people do, this, that, and the other.
Mm-hmm.
White, you're white, this is what you do. You're probably racist. No, everybody is racist to the point because we Being a racist has nothing to do with hate. It actually has to do with love. You
Mm.
love your own so much that you want to see all of them thrive.
Mhm.
And the problem when it comes to being racist is that you kind of forget about everybody else just for your own people. And that's why they continue to say that white people are the only people that can be racist because they control the narrative when it comes down to their people. White
Yeah.
nationalists control that.
Mhm.
We need to start controlling them. Take back your community. Take back your lives. Hope for better or push for better and make sure like each one teach one. Pick each other up.
Mhm.
That's being racist.
Mhm.
Even when it comes to when it came to the Muslims back in Malcolm X days. That's
Mm.
what they were talking about. They were talking. They had to preach white devil in order to get black people to get back into it because we was done.
Mhm.
We had no hope. We just came out of segregation, and it was just like they were still doing us dirty. It was Jim Crow, this, that, and the other. And somebody had to step up and go. We need to get our shit back together.
Mhm.
That's what we need to do again.
What did I miss? Yo, Warren,
A
you know,
lot.
like when you don't hear shit in the back, you're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
was
I do
like.
that.
I'm like, wait a minute. I know they're not asleep.
See, at least my daughter's sleeping, so I don't have to do that.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I went back there and they all knocked out. Everybody.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
yeah, the
what you
good
gotta
day.
do. See, that's good. That's a good father. You gotta
That's
check to make
and
sure what's going on in the back.
I don't hear no yelling. I don't hear no TV, no nothing. I'm like, nah. Something wrong.
See, when I go through that, if I deal with that, that means she got on Vaseline on her whole body. She probably matter of fact, the last time she had what's this shit called? Blistex. She got rid of her mother's blistex. Her mother's still mad about that.
Oh my god.
She
So
all over her face and lips. But yeah,
so I wanna switch us off for a little bit since we got you here. All right, thanks, man. I got a picture of you sleeping while you're watching our show, so you better chill out.
don't do that. Don't do that.
She was sleeping.
Don't do that.
She was sleeping.
That's crazy.
But she's back. She's back. Thanks, mom. But before we end this topic, but because I really want to talk about something with you because I know you know music, and I know you, and I know you know a lot of things. So I want to get into this topic. I hate talking about this
Okay.
kid.
Okay.
But before we go, I want to say NASCAR banned Confederate flags, man. So what do you guys think about that? Quick thing.
You know what's crazy?
Because NASCAR is the whitest sport in the world.
You want me to go first, JT, or you want
This,
you got something?
I just want to make this one quick, real quick. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll make it quick. I hate the idea. I hate it.
You hate them.
I hate the fact
Banning
that
it?
they banned it. I hate it.
Why?
I hate it because I'm never on the side of suppressing history. Like we gotta understand that like black people fought in the Civil War too. Black people were Confederates too. Like that shit is part of our history as well. But that's not even the point that I'm making. I'd rather you instead of burying the Confederate flag so that way our grandkids, kids, and whatever forget that history. I don't want them to forget that shit. Like that was important to shaping the way we are today. But also, the alternative to that, my suggestion would be put up all the flags of the countries in which you guys took slaves from. So now all the perspectives are told. This is the Confederate flag. This is what happened. Here's the Burkina Faso flag. This is where they were taken from. Here's the Ghana flag. This is where they were taken from. Here's the Senegal flag. This is where they were taken from. Like, you get the entire story. But to say that we're gonna
Just take
bury the
off.
Confederate flag when that's a part of our American history, I just don't agree with that.
What about you, Warren?
I don't agree with it, but for a different reason.
Okay.
I don't agree with it because of our First Amendment, freedom of speech, freedom of expression. And I've always been an advocate, and I always like, if you take that away from them, then at some point they're going to start taking stuff away from us. And we're not going to be allowed to say things or express certain things, stuff like that, because whatever they grew up, their life they grew up, whether it's racist or not,
they grew up in that environment. They grew up in that lifestyle. That's freedom of speech, freedom of expression. That's what you grew up in. Like we're fighting to get black culture in schools besides slavery. That's freedom of speech, freedom of expression. So now if we sit there and make it all about like we're taking away their culture, what about they try to take away our culture? We won't like it, right?
I have another quick question before we go on. I don't remember who said it, but there was a lady. She said when she tells her kids about black culture, she's not starting with slavery. How do you feel with that?
Say that again. I didn't hear.
Damn, I wish I knew who it was. It was a famous lady, and I hope somebody in here knows what I'm talking about. She said when she tells her kids, she's a black lady, about her culture, she's not starting with slavery. What do you
I
feel
heard
about
that.
that? I forgot who it was, and I'm gonna try to find it right now. What do you feel like that? Because I feel like, she's not telling like start. She said she's not starting with slavery. And how I took it was that she's not gonna not tell them about slavery. She's just not starting from the beginning. Which I think that, like you said about the Confederate flag, JT. I think that's a part of our like culture. I think that's your culture. That's your culture. Like this is how we started. This is where we went to, and this is who we can be. Like I think that's wrong. But I mean, to each your own. You know what I mean? But if you don't want to tell your kids how that is, but what do you guys think about that? And that's I only brought that up because what you said. That's why.
You know what it is about slavery? To be honest with you, I'm tired of talking about slavery.
Yeah, but would you not tell your kids?
But well, I see at this point, I don't even have to tell my kids about slavery, and that's the messed up part. Because somebody else is going to tell about slavery, and somebody else is going to tell this kind of story and that kind of story, and it's up to me. Once they come home, they can tell me their story, and I can tell you what actually happened.
So listen, because I know in school they're gonna speak about it like in a certain grade, probably like third, fourth, fifth grade, right? And they start. I don't know, JT, you tell me when they start talking about that.
Usually, I mean, it really depends on the school. They'll probably start.
I'm learning PS72.
Yeah, I'm about to say
you did, right?
Definitely.
So let's just say that around that age is like is young, like and honestly, sometimes as parents and me and you could probably go to, we don't know when's the right time for us to talk about it, about things, like so.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, me too. My son is white as shit.
That's real shit.
And but I'm saying like, do we start it like saying like this is what happened, or do you guys start like how would you do it? Or do you take her sentiment and you say no, tell them about that later on in life, because they're gonna find out eventually.
Again, I hate like even like the problem with slavery is that anybody outside the black community feels like that's our only story. And it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy.
I was just saying that it was a life before slavery.
Yes. And black people, if you learn your history, black people went into Europe and taught them how to
do everything.
Do everything. Like they were going through disease and stuff like that because they lived with their animals in the household and stuff like that. And it was the Moors that went over there to tell them, nah, like you're doing this wrong. This is why y'all keep getting sick. This is why this, that, and the other. You need to realize that this has to be separate, stuff like that. But they try to erase that because they try to erase black empowerment. No matter what, black empowerment is the last result. So again, even with the Black Panther movement in the 70s, they got rid of that because it was black empowerment, and it made them terrorists. And you see, I put the quotations on that because when they weren't terrorists. They built up their community. Everybody builds up their community, but only the black community got burned down when we built ours up. Everybody else is able to thrive. You can go anywhere else. Spanish people do their thing. Jewish people do their thing. Everybody do their thing. Black people over and over again. And I'm glad, I don't know if y'all know this, but Trump canceled his rally on Juneteenth.
He pushed it back. So I don't know if people that is watching know this yet, because somebody got smart and told him, "Yo, you was stupid for even doing all that." Tulsa, Oklahoma, on Juneteenth, like, come on. So I'm just sick of talking about slavery. I have to, like, I don't even watch slave movies no more. I can't. I don't do it. I can't do it anymore because it's just too much. Like even Hollywood, all they know is slaves. That's all
I
they know.
seen. I was watching a documentary. No, I was watching the 13th shit that shit on Netflix. Did you watch that shit yet?
Yep.
And
I haven't.
you gotta watch it. It's really
I know
good.
you're talking about.
But they in movies they portray black people as monsters in a sense, or weights. But I don't wanna fuck up the thing for you, so I'm not gonna say too much. And JT, I know you know what I'm talking about because you shaking your head. But like it's just was portrayed and it was crazy, and I just think that you don't have to start with slavery, but you can start with there was a flourishment before that. You know what I mean? And what happened, and then you just tell your stuff. But you feel anything different? Because I want to get to something else real quick.
The only thing I want to add is that I don't want to dismiss the conversation of slavery because I've been in, like, we've all went to PS72 and we've seen the textbooks, and them shits was probably like a paragraph big when it came up with about slavery. It doesn't talk about the revolutions. It doesn't talk about how we fought back. It doesn't talk about how we got here in 1619, but America wasn't founded until 1776.
Exactly.
So who were we actually slaves under during that time?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't raise that conversation. That's something that I got to look into even more.
Mm-hmm. That's something.
Like from 1776 to 1865, that's only like 80 something years. But we were slaves for like 400 and something. So what? Like there's we have to tell it because we can tell it from a different perspective, and we can tell them the real. So it's like they gotta know. They can't learn it from public school.
They can't learn it from a textbook. Learn it from.
Exactly. That's why I can't. I don't want the conversation to die, because if it dies, then it's like it's a period in history, not like I don't even know what the word is for it, but it's just as important as Reconstruction. It's just as important as the Civil Rights Movement. Like any type of period like that, like it needs to be discussed.
Again, I'm not dismissing slavery. I just hate talking about it.
I hear you.
Yeah.
Because again, this is like it just like that's the end all be all when it comes to a certain group when they talk about black people, and it's like we would like all right. So, and I don't know if y'all watch Do the Right Thing, but even in Do the Right Thing, the Italian dude was like, yo, there was one time, like he said that Mandela was like that we're gonna rise back to our being kings and stuff like that, and he's like, I don't know what y'all talking about, because when we ever king? See, that's the mindset. It's the brainwash over and over again, to the point that maybe white people would never know that we were kings and queens and princes and stuff like that in Africa, and maybe they never heard about the Moors that went to every part of this world and influenced it. That's why you can go to Asian countries and you can see Asian people and Asian statues with wide noses because they had black makeup. Like, there's a whole underlying thing that goes on. Black people have influence over everything, and we don't get credit for it. They shun for whatever reason, they shun that we give that kind of influence everywhere. It's all about, with them, it's all about slavery. We're monkeys. We didn't do nothing in this world, this, that, and the other, up until the Civil Rights Movement. That's the narrative, man. And I'm just sick of talking about it. Yeah. That's the problem.
You know what the crazy thing is, and this doesn't have to be debated if y'all don't want to do it, but I think that listen, I worked in the city every day. I used to walk around the city every day for 5 years, right? And I seen these nannies.
Oh,
right?
God.
Listen, like this is.
I know what you're talking about, because I see it now, and that shit still bothers me, man.
And me and Zay had a conversation about this one. I'm like, yo, have you noticed that? Yeah, because he worked with me at the time, and he still worked there, right? And I said, have you noticed that all the nannies are black with these white people, these white kids? All of them.
crazy, yo.
It's still,
I got
if you think about it,
my
a lot of it is still the same, and it sucks because. Go ahead. I see you want to say something.
no, it's not. No, I was gonna say it's not the same
No, I'm not
because
saying it's 100% the same. I'm just saying that it's like it's just it's
weird.
similarities in a lot of things
Yeah,
where it's like
it's weird.
you got these like back then it was white people who had owned the slaves and exactly doing the same thing, but it's same thing white people right now just hiring African American women from every type of
Yeah.
thing just to watch their kids because they can pay
Listen,
them and they live. It just
my-
sucks. I don't want to get into that because I have a whole theory about that and I will go in, but it's just something to think about, you know.
Listen, my credit union is on 69th Street in like West End, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
And when I go down there, that's all you see. West Indians taking care of white kids, and it's like when I first saw it, when I first started going down there, I was like, wow, yo, like this is crazy. It was weird to me to see this stuff.
Me too.
But I mean, if you get into that profession, then that's what you get into. Like I can't knock it. I can't.
But I don't think that this is a profession that you get into. It's a profession that they know where they could get people to do. Listen, this could be
Because nowadays. Well, the only reason why I say no is because
hey,
nowadays
listen,
you need some kind of child care background. You need some kind of child care certificates. Like it's a whole different ballgame now.
there's a lot of foreigners that are undocumented. They come here and they you could live here for this amount of money here. Listen, this could go. Listen, we could go in a whole about this. Like,
Yeah, we can.
I really don't want to go down that level, but I just hated it. I've always hated it, and it really bothered me that when I worked on the whole East Side. I worked literally from 79th all the way down to 23rd. I used to walk that shit all the time, and I've seen it all the time, and it bothered me. But that's neither here or there. Like I don't want to get into that. I just want to end it with that. So since I got you here, I want to talk about Duke. Man, I hate this guy. I hate him. But
hate is a strong word, but who?
That's a really strong.
This guy's 6'9", man. I cannot stand this guy. See, but JT put the post up a couple of days ago.
I did.
Why are we giving? First of all, Nikki and Akon are working with this guy. I had a conversation. Me, JT, Zay. We was in Miami with a couple of our friends. Me and him had a conversation. We beefed about it. We was probably. I think I was drunk, and I said that he gonna come out.
I'm a little tipsy right now. I'm a little tipsy now, so we can have this. Yeah, we can do this.
What? Do we get? You want to ask your question, JT?
Nah, go ahead, bro.
No, good. You start. Yeah, you start. You know, here.
Do we give them a pass for this, or like what is it about that they doing? Are they looking for clout? Are they looking for what is it? The fucking song when Nicki Minaj is called Trolls. Like she's trolling us with this guy, and not only are they trolling, they made the most views in hip hop history on the video with 46 million views.
So what's your question?
Oh, go ahead.
Good.
No, what's your question?
Yeah, go ahead. Start with the question.
My question is two questions. Are we giving Nikki a pass? Because we're not giving nobody else a pass for working with him. And what do you think about this whole situation?
Now, JT, what you was about to say?
One quick point that I just wanted to make was that I just feel like these are two irrelevant people doing something to stay relevant. That's all. If they weren't doing this, nobody would be talking about 6ix9ine. Nobody would be talking about Nikki. That's all I got.
That's not all right. So 6ix9ine, no, take him out that equation. Nikki, yes. You know why? Because Cardi already stole your spot. You're done.
Okay.
You're out of here. So therefore, you're looking for any kind of branch that'll get you back into hip hop.
My cousin from Florida.
Because Cardi
Yo,
was good. Cardi smoked Nicki. And I love watching it because, you know, Nicki, when she smoked Kim, and I must say it, she smoked Kim,
Mm-hmm.
it was the same fashion. It was new versus some old. Like, Kim she was only old at that point because she got locked up for a year and, like, people forgot about her for a while.
Yeah.
And she slid in her spot. The Cardi shit is even better because Nicki, you was here. You ain't go nowhere. You let another chick slide in your spot. Kim ain't never. You know what? We ain't gonna do that. Anyway.
Let's stay on topic.
Nicki is looking for any reason to stay relevant.
Clout. She looking for clout.
Akon, I was definitely confused by.
Really?
Definitely confused by. I'm not sure what Akon's angle is. I don't know. Nicki, I know what your angle is. Your angle is like you lost your fans, you lost your fan base. Everybody's against you, and you needed something to get back in somebody's ear. But Akon, you ain't need that. Matter of fact, the last ear you was in was about putting lights in Africa.
Nah, he made a whole fucking city, bro.
That's my whole. No, he's making.
Yeah, I ain't seen no pictures. I ain't seen no pictures yet.
No, they said it's gonna take 10 years.
Whole Akon coin. No, he got a whole fucking Bitcoin.
Yeah, and they're gonna kill. If it ever rivals the American dollar, they kill him too. But we're not gonna talk about that. That's a different conversation for a different day.
Okay, real quick.
I was definitely confused music wise that Akon chose to do that kind of feature. I was.
I don't want to talk about the feature thing because I think that we could get into that with Tory in a second. Because I think that Tory said that he wanted that sample. But I just think that Nicki has been going on a downward slope for a while. She fucking married a pedophile. She just all that. I think that she need.
What's that say?
Even if it's
there you go. Yeah.
That's a fact. I think that she's gonna jump on anything. I think that everybody in the industry realized that she's not a good person. So nobody wants to fucking work on her. She's and everything like that, right? Akon, I didn't know what to think about that, but everybody's gonna listen to a Nicki song after this. Like the bombs are gonna still care for her. So does that mean that they care for?
They not. They gave up on her. I didn't
see that. I didn't see
the bombs gave up on her.
They have 26 million views, bro.
You have to understand that had nothing to do with Nicki. That had everything. The man. Hell, listen. As much as the world hated this man, this nigga went on live on Instagram and he snatched 2 million people in one time. So
listen, let me tell you something. That was not real.
What, the 2 million?
How it was not real, bro? They fucking Teddy Riley and Babyface had a battle, and they had 500,000 people, and it was glitching. He had 2 million people in there. There was nothing wrong with that fucking video.
First of all, no. Watch this. No. Watch this. I'm gonna debunk your theory right now. First and foremost, Teddy Riley was his own worst enemy. He's the reason why the shit went bad. It went bad the first fucking time because wait, watch this. He couldn't get this shit right the first time, and the second time, this nigga Babyface was sitting there with 700,000 people with his guitar. He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna just play music until you come back." Like it was Teddy Riley.
Listen, bro, the video still was shaky with 700,000. He had 2 million in 10 seconds. It's not real, bro. Not real. I'm sorry.
You think the label's paying for that shit?
I think the labels are paying for it. And Rick came on here and said that same shit. The numbers are forged, bro.
If again, I sat there and watched niggas with 100,000 people watching. It was shaky. They ain't got nothing to do with it. You know why? It's basically the reason why y'all using this platform instead of going on Instagram and doing the Instagram Live, because Instagram Live shit is shaky.
Nah, we don't go on Instagram Live because we can't have you on it, to be honest.
Why not? You got me. Oh, you can't. Yeah,
exactly.
Right.
That's the reason why we don't do it on there, because we can't have you, we can't have anybody else come in, we can't talk about shit.
Okay.
That's why. Okay. But
on Instagram, once you have two, now watch this. You had the country of Jamaica lit. Them niggas ain't have a glitch. Them niggas ain't have nothing. Them niggas had 300,000-400,000 people sitting there watching. Being there, and you just made my point. Thank you. Next question.
They didn't have 2 million people in that, bro.
And what I'm trying to explain to you is that I just proved your point. On one Instagram, if you have that many people, the shit still moves smooth. But you got two people, and you got to remember, these are fans that some of them are watching Teddy Riley's Instagram, and some of them are watching a Babyface Instagram, and they're all trying to combine them, and they're trying to work. I'm telling you, it's the same reason
Let me
that.
ask you a question. You think that this man can be successful? Because I do.
Who?
Oh, 6ix9ine?
Yes.
He is successful. He is right now.
No. After all that, you think? Because I do. I think that he can be successful, and I think that he's gonna make a shitload of money, and I think that he.
But I'm telling you right now, he's making a shitload of money right now. How do you sit there and listen to what was the record for, like 50 million views on YouTube, but then say when it comes down to the 2 million on Instagram at one time, it's a problem. No, the nigga has 50 million views. The song just came out.
Yeah, but
I haven't watched the video. I haven't listened to it. I don't even know what the song sounds like. It's not my style.
I first of all,
that nigga ain't never been my style. Never.
Me either.
I don't think he has a sustainable. I think he'll be hot for a while, but I don't think it's a sustainable career. Like he's not gonna come out. He can't drop an album.
Why not?
Why not?
He's not gonna make no fire album, bro. His album's gonna be trash.
They don't care. They don't care about that.
I've said
They
this.
don't care about that.
Warren, I said this before. The white boys in the Midwest that don't give a fuck about no snitching, don't give a fuck about anything that's happening on that's gonna just buy his music. They're gonna still support him.
Let me explain something to you.
Go ahead.
Chamillionaire. Who else? What's that nigga name that made "This Is Why I'm Hot"? All them niggas made millions of dollars over singles. Who gives a fuck about album?
Yeah.
T-Pain went on record by saying that he probably would never make another album again because of that same reason.
Okay. Now that's fair. So then I would challenge that point with this. Can artists make their money on tour? 6ix9ine can't go on tour. Nobody's gonna book him. And even if they do, he's gonna have to spend so much money on security. He's gonna lose out.
I bet you money that nigga go on tour.
Look, he got one view. This is where his view came from.
You can't go on tour with 4 songs.
Wait, you never found Nicki attractive
until that video.
Choops, go to sleep, yo. Choops, go to sleep. This is my Choops, go to sleep, yo.
Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. But listen, are we giving her a pass though? That's what I want to know.
For like, she get a pass, but she lost her fans anyway. Okay, whatever.
I don't think she lost her fans. I think the Bobs are still fucking with her. So
yeah, Bobs.
Nah, listen. You know what happened? She lost credibility after credibility. Like first it was Cardi and Cardi.
Overseas, that's where he started his turn first. He got lit. He doesn't even need America. He does not need us. They don't give a fuck.
He's gonna have to go over there. Go over there.
Thank you, Wanye.
Stay over there.
Thank you, Wanye, because them niggas don't care about nothing. First of all,
I had an argument with Jay. Yeah. And I said, yo, this guy's gonna be successful. He's gonna make millions of dollars. And he's like, no. He said no because the hood don't like him. I said the hood don't sell records.
The hood don't buy shit.
The hood does not sell records. The hoods are not buying your record.
What's homeboy name that homeboy? First of all, I sound man old, but we're not gonna do it. They just made the video and the world star video of niggas dancing on the bus went more viral than the actual music.
Bimbo,
yeah.
We don't buy records, baby. That's what it is. We don't buy records.
And that was his rebuttal to me saying that he's gonna make his money.
Nah,
I'm telling you, we don't buy records.
I don't see that shit is not happening.
Yo, believe it or not,
go to London.
The nigga sitting on House of Us right now.
But JT, even if he goes to London,
I don't think
and makes his money, is he successful?
I mean, over there, yeah.
He's
over there.
Does he have his money in his bank account?
Over there.
It doesn't matter where it's at. It's successful.
Listen, even that. I think the song, the first song was called Gooba, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I don't know.
See, yeah, that's how I feel. I don't know. That shit broke the YouTube record before this one.
Mm-hmm. You talking about the one that just came out?
Yeah.
But see, this
The first song that he dropped after he went live on Instagram, that broke the record for YouTube. Now this one broke the record for you. I'm telling you, this yo, the kids now don't care about none of that snitching stuff. They don't care about none of that, bro. They don't care.
I don't see it.
And to be honest with you, I don't blame them. You know why? Because my boss is snitched. Big time niggas snitched. Everybody snitched. Everybody. Everybody.
What do you think
Let's be real.
What do you think about when he went on his Instagram live and it was like Meek Mills is a snitch, Future is a snitch?
No, Meek Mill is not a snitch. But
I'm just paraphrasing because I don't know.
Wait, listen.
He said Meek Mills can't make an album without sucking Drake's dick, and Future needs Drake to make his album because he sucks his dick too, or some shit like that.
Well, you're a Drake fan, so I expected you to bring up stuff like that. But listen,
no. First of all, no. I just wanted. I sent it to him, and I'm like, yo, I cannot believe this. But
first of all, Wanye, my attention span is too short. This is long. I can't it's on my phone. That niggas at their computers in front of y'all.
I agree. I agree with him.
He said, I knew that he was still gonna have a career when he came out. They don't have the same codes and morals over there. Streaming is damn near at an all-time high right now because everyone is at home. All he has to do is drop records. People are going to stream it. Most of his audience are under 21.
Yo, Wanye.
But I just don't think that's sustainable.
Wanye, text it right now so I can send you this link. Hop in.
He's gonna have the
good my guy, please.
But I don't think that is going to be sustainable. Like I don't think this is going to be his career. Like this is going to be a job for a while.
He already is. In his career though.
No.
He already made. He had like what was it? 6 number one hits.
Wait. Let's put it in perspective. Right now, he's broke. He lost everything when he went. Everything when he went to jail. So he came out broke.
He came out bought like 6 cars.
No,
he's not broke.
Nah, don't believe that. Don't believe that. Don't believe
I
that.
don't believe it. I don't believe it. But I'm just saying.
Man, that's just the biggest hype. That's the biggest hype ever because niggas in the 90s, we thought the niggas owned all them cars and niggas ain't own shit. Like we had to learn about the music industry and how they did shit.
Yeah.
And it was just wild.
Listen, that kid is not broke, bro. I'll tell you that right now.
He's definitely not broke. He might be like them niggas broke, but he ain't out broke. Our broke is different.
He not dumb nigga broke either. He's paid. He got it, bro. I'm telling you.
Bro. I don't
know his management situation, stuff like that. So I don't know.
This is what I'm saying, bro. He lost everything.
I'm telling you, he's not broke. He's not broke.
I mean, listen, I don't think it's gonna be sustainable. I think in 10 years he's irrelevant. Maybe in 5.
And let me explain something to you.
So watch this. I think he's dead. I'm not gonna lie.
No, watch it. Nah, I think he's gonna live, and if he's smart, he gets some good financial backing because
he already has financial backing.
Chamillionaire had one hit song, "Riding Dirty."
Mm-hmm.
Chamillionaire is a multi-millionaire now. He invests in startup companies and does stuff like that. And niggas, remember, like I think last year or the year before, he was at a floor side. He was at a game sitting floor side, and everybody was like, "Yo, how can he still afford that?" And then they found out that he was a venture capitalist. He was doing this, that, and other.
Yeah, he made so much more moves. He's like spectacular from fucking
So if he has a good financial backing and stuff like that, he's good for the rest of his life. These young kids are still listening to him.
That's a big if, bro.
Listen, my guy, he just proved it right now. In a matter of before 6 months even passed, he passed 2 songs that just smoked YouTube records.
Yo, listen, and Camilla had this too, ringtone money. Remember, ringtones is crazy.
It was.
I don't look. I'm gonna say that I don't understand like the YouTube business. Like to me, views and streams don't really mean that much to me. Like I don't think that shit.
No, it's a sponsorship.
Like you can have 50 million views and that shit don't translate to as much money as you think it does.
Now you have to realize that this, like, all right, so the 50 million views don't matter.
Mm-hmm.
what matters is that it touched 50 million people. So now a company will go, every time you play your video, I want to invest 20 million on the ad so that people see my ad while they're looking for your video. And that's what happens. And that's how you get your money. Stuff like that.
Okay.
That's what and that's why I remember, I think it was last week or the week before when I told y'all, when y'all was like, everything is good, this and other, I said, until y'all get sponsors. Remember I said that?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. We have.
That's real.
I'm not saying. No, it was a joke. It was a joke. Oh, Wanye's in?
Hold on. We got a special person.
Who my guy is? Who my guy is?
Hold on. Wanye. Yo, well, you don't want us to see your face?
See, here we go. He's on his Kanye shit.
He's on his Kanye
No, I was fixing something real quick.
Oh, he mixing something, fellas. For what? Who? Beyonce?
My guy was good.
Because you ain't mixing something. You ain't mixed nothing for 40th Century yet.
You said
Yo,
what?
my nigga.
You heard me.
Like... Wait, hold on. Before y'all say anything, I feel like Pharrell just stepped in the building.
Oh,
I just want to put you on. You like you really my guy. Like I told you, I told niggas the backstory when you got your name because I pay attention. I'm not one of them niggas that sit there and just like, yo, this is my guy and don't know shit. I know shit.
Right.
I pay attention.
I appreciate that, bro. Thank you.
So
Pharrell just stepped in the building.
So you know music, you know a lot of that shit, right? Ins and outs and all that shit. What you think about this whole topic?
You talking about 6ix9ine?
6ix9ine, Nicki, 6ix9ine, Akon, 6ix9ine in general.
Right now we're talking about 6ix9ine. Forget about Akon and Nicki.
But wait. But I really want to know too, like what you feel about like Nicki and Akon too at the same time because Nicki's a pillar right now. Like she's like big time, and why are we giving? And nobody wants to work with him. They say they don't want to work with him, but they give her a pass.
I mean, I fuck with Nicki. I'm pissed off that she did it, but it's like,
so that's it.
You know what? Yeah, well, I mean, what more can we really do? Like, you did it, and I mean, it's definitely gonna open up the doors for more artists to get that courage to want to work with him anyway, and just be like, you know what? She did it. All right, cool. Akon did it. All right, cool. And it's whack. It's really whack, but that's what's gonna happen. Just like I knew when he got locked up, I knew that he was gonna come out and still have a career. I already knew that was gonna happen. Like I said, overseas they don't have the same morals as we do over here. They don't follow the same codes as we do over here.
No, bro.
Quote unquote codes.
Even
you
over
feel me?
here,
So
do not care about what he did.
And it's crazy because I just was having this conversation with a mullah the other day. I think it was like 2 days ago. I was telling him, I'm like, yo, bro, like once niggas stopped having big homies, that's when the shit just that was it. And that was
real
like
big homies. Wait, big homies. Real big homies. Not these little regular bullshit ass things, like real niggas that put you on the game.
Exactly, put you on game, let you know right from wrong and shit like that, how to move in the streets and even outside of the streets, just like in general, even in music. Like once niggas stop having those, that's when the shit started going really downhill. And I feel like that was after like 2010, you know. And then the kids just been on their own since then. You feel me? Like just doing their own thing. That's why you see, you know, a lot of these young artists, you know, even like when Kodak Black was sitting there talking about some, I'm better than Biggie and Tupac, like shit like that. You started seeing shit like that. You started hearing shit like that after 2010. Before that, you ain't really see nobody going out, you know, saying crazy shit like that. You feel me? So niggas, you know, they had respect. You feel me? Now it's not like that. So little kids don't care. You know, niggas don't care about none of that shit, bro. They gonna stream the shit out his music and that's it.
Yeah. So can you talk about like the business side of this in terms of like, because I'm confused on how the views translate to money. Warren said he brought up sponsorships. That I can understand, but outside of sponsorship, like how does 50 million views translate into money?
I'm gonna tell you right now, nobody knows.
He might know.
Nobody knows the exact
Nobody knows the amount
answer
of
to that.
Okay.
Yeah, but we do know that man, I think it's something like 1,000. What is it, like 1,000 downloads or 1,000 streams is equal to one download, which is insane. That's crazy.
Nobody knows.
But yeah, it's all weird. It's still all brand new. So I mean, that's what they're saying right now. They're saying that it's something like 1,000 streams is equal to one full download. So it's like as many, like, you know, like he's just gonna keep on streaming, and all those streams are gonna eventually tie into the downloads, and the downloads are gonna tie into, you know, album downloads and album sales and shit like that. So yeah, that's kind of how it works. But like I said, they're still trying to get it together. It's still a new thing. Like they just started counting streams towards like album sales and shit like that.
So real quick, album stream or a stream, even a podcast stream, like there is no telling what we do, how much we are worth.
You said it one more time?
I said a stream, and any type of stream. Your album stream, like a podcast, a stream, like that. Like at this point in time right now, there's no telling what we are worth, and like because they don't know what a stream is at this point in time. Because a stream is nothing. So we could be making like 1 million streams. That doesn't account. That doesn't that doesn't mean anything to how much you sell or anything like that. It's just it's different. And so until they figure that out, he's gonna be making money in every way because it's gonna be.
You know what you gotta look at it. You gotta look at it like this: how many people do you touch at a certain point in time? So if you touch, say this podcast touched 50,000, maybe 100,000 people. So now another company will sit there and go, well, you touching 100,000 people per video
alone,
which means I might want to endorse you because you're touching 100,000 people. So if you out of that 100,000, if you get 10,000 people to like my product or something like that because you sat there and said, oh, by the way, this podcast is sponsored by Pepsi. That shit changes the game. So that's money in your pocket every time you do stuff like that. But like I said before, when it comes down to it, I told you, certain companies don't like, say, cursing. Certain companies don't like what you wear. Certain companies, so they'll tell you, they'll sit you down and go, well, we'll give you 100,000 to do whatever you need to do with whatever, and all you got to do is promote our product. But we don't want you to curse while you do it, and that's what changes the game. And that's why I told you, like I said, I was just joking when I was like, until I get a sponsor. But that's what sponsors do. Sponsors
it is.
Will limit you, and that's what it is.
Yeah, no, definitely.
That's why the DC gonna sponsor us, right?
I got a question. I got a question for you. Oh, you got something more?
No, yes.
So my question for Wanye is: if you had to pick your favorite number between 1 and 10, what would it be? It's a 2-part question. 7.
Nah, yo, come on.
Don't take my number. Hold on, 2-part question.
Take your own number.
So number 7. So being that 7 means so much to you, if you were paid $7 million to work with 6ix9ine,
no.
Do you take that $7 million?
No.
No.
I turned down that opportunity before he even got locked up because I knew it was going down. I knew it was going downhill. I mean, not the money wasn't like, I'm not saying the money was like that, but just the fact, like, he was the hottest dude. Everything was going gold and platinum at that time. And my boy from Brooklyn, he actually produces for Chinks. Well, when Chinks was alive, and if he got any artists that need some beats. You said what?
Look at you name dropping.
Who name drop? Come on, bro.
I'm glad somebody else said it.
So I was, my boy. Yeah. You work with Chinks. Y'all know Chinks, right?
Yeah, come on, bro. Come on.
Nigga, boo, I told you for real, my nigga, you for real now.
So I appreciate that. Thank you,
I
bro.
told you, he gave me the blueprint. He gave me the blueprint. It's
But
over.
yeah, my dude, like I said, so he would hit me up and he would ask me, if I have beats for a certain artist, whoever he was working with or whoever he was pitching records to at the time. And one of those artists is, I want to say this was 2 years ago. One of those artists was 6ix9ine, and this was maybe. All right, so he started bubbling. I want to say like the summer. It was like the summer of 2017 or something like that. It had to be like a couple. I think that's what it was. It had to be like a good like maybe like 5-6 months after he was hot. And my dude, he hit me up and he asked me for some money. He was like, "Yo, you got any joints for 6ix9ine?" And I'm just like, to keep it above, bro. I don't really mess with homie. I don't really mess with homie. I don't really I don't really get down with what he represents. I couldn't do it, and we had a little falling out. We had a little falling out because of that. Because I guess he felt like, yo, whenever you ask me for some joints or whatever, I got you. So I guess he felt like he wanted me to return the favor, and usually I do, but in that case I couldn't. And it could have changed my life even more than the other records that I did. It possibly could have, but I just had to stand my ground. Like it's not something that I could really get down with. And we didn't talk for a couple months. And at first I didn't know why. And then we finally got on FaceTime one day. And he kind of let me know what was up. And I told him like, yo, I was like, yo, I apologize, bro. Like I didn't know that was why you was upset, but I just at that time I could not get with it. I could not get with it. Could not get with it. So
Honorable.
yeah, I don't really think there's really no amount of money that it might be hard to believe, but I don't really think there's I care about my legacy way too much. You feel me? And I feel like that'll definitely like stop me from working with a lot of different artists that I would really want to work with. Artists that I grew up, listening to. I would want to work with different people, and people probably would shy away because you do get blackballed in this game. So that's definitely a real game. A real thing. I've seen it happen. So, and I would never want that to happen just because I chose to work with a dude because of the amount of money.
His success.
Yeah.
I agree with you. I wouldn't never do it. And first of all, did you like the number 2 when you was like 7? Because I don't think you like 7.
No, absolutely.
Absolutely. Don't be taking my number then. I know you for mad long. Don't be taking my number.
Nah, no bullshit.
Seven
is my
came,
number 2, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, you wildin' right now.
Seven
like 7,
came.
bro. I think since 4th grade, you did not like 7. Stop playing.
Nah, it was definitely absolutely 2. Absolutely.
I was born on the 7th day of
thing.
August, so therefore 7 always been my favorite number.
My month is 7, bro. Don't take my number. Take your shit back. Don't take my shit.
You might know why I started
when's your birthday?
7 though. Mine?
Yeah, I might. I don't know.
No, Justin, when's your birthday? 7 what?
20.
7/20. You almost came up to greatness. You almost.
I am greatness. I am the great. I think
Leo is greatness.
I'm a Cancer.
Cancers and Leos rule the world. I always said that.
I'm like literally like a day or two. Like I'm like a cuss because I'm mad emotional, but I'm a fucking dick.
That means you was right there where like the gods was like, here's a little bit of Leo on you here.
Yeah. So what's up, DC? You good? How's everything, man?
Yeah, no, I'm chilling.
Any new music coming out for you?
At the moment, I'm working on the guys stuff right now. I'm trying to get this shit situated.
Who?
The guys.
The guys?
The 40, yeah.
Oh, I thought you.
Man, damn, are you supposed to know that, bro?
No, I thought you said there's an artist called Guy.
Oh
No, there's a group called Guy. They was back in.
Yeah, but he's back in the day. But there's a singer called Guy, and I was like, oh shit, is he? I was like, oh.
Nah, I'm working with the guys right now. Yeah, I'm just
so
trying
what
to.
you're saying is that they about to drop some new music. That's what you're saying.
Well, AYE, he has his project is damn near finished.
Okay. Close with AYE. Definitely.
Rick and Cat.
Oh
Right
shit!
now
Exclusive. It's an exclusive.
Right now they're just recording right now. Right now they're just recording. Nothing too set in stone. Definitely about to like shoot some videos. We need some visuals for sure.
Okay.
It's been a minute, so I think we trying to do the Mini Men joint. I think we're trying to do What Y'all Want.
They told me that What Y'all Want was supposed to be the next video. Them niggas don't put out What Y'all Want for the next video.
They said we supposed to do that in Miami though.
Yeah.
Yo, Rick, if you watching
we supposed to go. I think we supposed to go to Miami to do that though, bro. I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Why? Niggas is in Miami right now. I know plenty of niggas that's in Miami right now.
Miami, Texas, and Arizona. All them niggas got their fucking second wave of coronavirus because of all that.
Nigga, I know niggas in Miami right now.
Me too.
Some niggas in the 40 right now is in Miami.
Yeah, I know. I know. My man got the 40 Central shirt on out there right now.
Yeah, exactly. So let's stop playing games.
Stop listening to the news. Stop listening to that.
You just sat there and said that you ain't believing everything the news said, and now you believe in what the news said. We know niggas that went to
I just understand that it's gonna happen.
Listen, if I gotta go down to Miami so I can be in this What You Want video, let me know. You know what I mean?
Don't say that too loud. You still got that Love Pink behind you. You feel me? You're gonna get in trouble.
I mean, I got that 40 on my chest though. I got that 40 on my chest.
Where's your shirt, DC?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, whatever. I told you, I'm the first third.
Where's your 40 Central shirt?
First of all, I just found out about these shirts, and I'm mad that I don't even have them.
Cool.
But I definitely need one.
Hit me, and I'll make them for you tomorrow.
We gonna get that. We gonna get that situated. Yeah.
Listen, my nigga, I'm about to get my other shirt on Tuesday. After I smoke your boy.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It's about to go down.
Who you got in that battle?
He said, first of all, he said Drake. Oh, you got all right. Because you said Drake first. I don't know. That was a little sketchy.
No. I was like that. I respect Drake. No disrespect to Drake, but it's gonna be easy. It's gonna be easy. That's an easy yay dog. That's an easy yay dog.
I try to tell you, yo. You know what it is. You know what it is. Just don't want to believe it. It's no disrespect. It's no disrespect.
We know how extensive Drake's catalog is. We know this.
I think I can do a ill 15 Drake bag with you. Depending on what you go, I could go the same.
You can't.
Ye got too much shit that hits. Ye got too much shit that hits the soul, bro. Like you put certain shit on.
How do you sit there on Wednesday? You sit there and talk about how Tupac has so much soul in his shit, and then don't think that Ye was always for the movement. No disrespect to Drake. No disrespect to Drake, but Drake. Well, we hear his party songs. That's what
who can breakups. Who can break up?
You gotta play the crowd too. So
you know what I mean? And I can play the other thing about Yeezy is that I can play the shit that's gonna affect your life, but it still might be a party joint. It still might end up being a party joint.
Damn.
Like that whole 808s, that old 808s.
Oh, that 808s and Heartbreaks album.
Game changer. Game changer.
I told you, graduation. I think
it's gonna listen to that whole shit straight.
You know how hard it's gonna be to compete with just graduation alone. Graduation.
Alone. Oh man.
I don't know.
And I'm telling you,
Gone got hits though. I'm
telling you right now, just and look, I'm giving y'all an exclusive. I got 9 songs from graduation lined up. 9 of them. I'm telling you right now. I
That's
got
crazy.
9 of them lined up.
Damn.
The whole thing is supposed to be 15 songs. I got 9 of them from graduation lined up, ready to go, just in case I need to dibble and dabble, do a little shake move, whatever. Lined up, and I think either 7 or 8 from College Dropout. Nigga, that's 17 right there.
Listen, you didn't even say Watch the Throne, so
That's what I'm saying. I tried to tell you. I didn't see the features.
So then, who would be a fair fight?
Even
So,
My Beautiful was one of his best albums.
Who's a fair fight for that?
For Ye, it would have to be Hov. It would have to be.
Hold on, wait. Yo, yeah, hold on. Let's be clear. First and foremost, last week, 2 weeks ago, y'all was asking who was a fair fight for Drake. Now think about that. I didn't change your mind before I even played this song.
You didn't change my mind.
That's it.
I think that you can lose. I think that you can lose.
To who?
I think you can lose to Drake.
Not to Drake? No, not Drake.
It depends on what you play. It depends on what you play.
The minute niggas were saying
that definitely does matter. It definitely does matter. Don't get it twisted. It definitely does matter.
It depends. It literally depends on what you play, when you play it, and who you playing it, and who's in there. It depends. It's not as easy.
This ain't a layup. It's not gonna be a layup.
Nah.
You might have to go to a mid-range jump shot. You might have to take a couple screens to get open. It's not gonna be.
So listen, watch this. Watch this. Let's do it now. We got 3 other opinions beside myself right now. Name a major Drake joint.
Rapping or singing?
I didn't say that.
How long
major?
How long bling? Just throw that out there.
I would have said, what's this shit? God's Plan.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 2. Just
me. I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna go. Say what's real. I'm just gonna go bars.
That's not a major, but whatever.
It's not major, but I'm not mad at it though.
I'm just gonna go bar though. I'm just saying, like, you get what I'm saying? If I'm gonna go like a song that I know that I like, that I'm gonna go bar for bar with you, that's gonna be Say What's Real.
Watch this.
It depends on what you put on.
And watch. I'm giving away rounds right now. Watch this. Highline Bling, Heartless. God's Plan, Jesus Walks. I'm giving away shit to this is what stop, y'all gotta stop. Because God's Plan is nice. God's Plan is nice. But when you hear that,
I like how you did that though. I like how you did that.
That shit hit different.
That shit hit different, bro. That shit hit different.
So what about for me? What about for me?
Now do me a favor.
You got for them? Well, give me.
I got plenty of those. I got plenty of those. You want to talk about bars? I could talk about diamonds. I could say you heard it, right?
I mean,
Say what's real, diamonds.
Diamonds was real, but to be honest, Hov really took it to the next level. That verse in the remix
was down for me.
Different. That was one of my favorite Hov.
Like I said earlier,
let me explain something to you. Go ahead. Tell them.
I was gonna say, what is he going to play when you drop? Can't tell me nothing. Like you can't.
But you get rounds that you lose, bro. Like if you're gonna put that song, I could put something up. But
there's too many.
There's too many. What are you gonna put the Monster?
There's too many. And the funny shit is, he said Monster, and I was debating about Monster. What are you gonna play? What's he gonna play? The Monsters. I'm gonna give away another song. What are you gonna play when I play Swagger Like Us? When that no one on the corner has swagger like us.
I haven't even thought about that one yet.
Yo, Drake got.
That's what I'm not gonna lie. What are you gonna play to that?
Paris Morton music. I don't know. That might be.
Yeah, you don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. I just threw something out there.
Stop.
But listen, Drake got.
Mr. West is in the building. Swagger won 100,000 million. Like you fuck.
Drake
Once
got
you hear that, that's
features,
it.
though. Drake got features though.
If you go back between this podcast, the last podcast, and the 2 songs I gave out, I'll probably give about like 8, 9 songs already.
Yeah.
I
I
love
did.
this. I
No
love
bullshit.
this
No
energy.
bullshit. I gave 8
I'm not
songs.
gonna lie to you, real quick, Warren. Play a song because you might have to come over here to do it because
Nah, I can't. Nah,
if you don't
I
have
can't do it
the
right now. I can't do it right
just
now.
play a song.
I'm just giving you.
I don't give a fuck what song you play. You can play any
I'm
song.
not.
I
Nah, I'm
need to
not
hear
in the
the.
living room. I'm in the room again. You see the pink in the background.
Oh, all right. We're
Not in the living
we're
room.
gonna have to have an audio check because we need to hear this whole
Yes,
shit.
yo, you know what's crazy? I want to do that.
Audio
I
check is
definitely want to do
definitely
that
important.
because I might have to on Tuesday. I might have to come to one of y'all house so y'all can. I mean, my shit is loaded up. My shit ready to go. My shit ready to go.
Damn.
I'm not tweaking nothing. You know what I'm doing now? To be honest with you, I'm trying to figure out what time should I drop that song in. Meaning, like, because I know certain songs, like Runaway. The intro to Runaway is dumb long, so I gotta figure out
Intro
when.
That's one of the best intros ever. That's one of the most iconic.
It is. Just sitting there going, ding, that's it. That's it.
It's one of the most
I can see,
iconic notes in music.
No bullshit.
When you throw that on, you have to let that shit rock.
Yo, my nigga, I can show y'all a video where the nigga Ye walked up to the keyboard and played that
And did
one
that
key,
shit. Yep.
and the fucking crowd went stupid. That niggas is bugging. Y'all think Drake? Yo, y'all niggas is bugging. I know.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say.
I know Drake is your guy, but you're fucking bugging. The nigga Ye walked up to the keyboard and said, and that's it. The crowd went stupid.
I'm not gonna lie to you. He asked me what he should play, and I said, "Yo, play that beat." And
Play what
I'm
beat?
tell you. I'm trying to tell you right now. I got a sleeper. I got a sleeper that's gonna throw a right hook in the whole game, and it's gonna fuck his whole program up.
Bro, but it's also
I tell you that right now.
want to hear. I'll tell you that right now.
I got a right hook, and it's crazy because when you hear it, you go, "I knew one of y'all was gonna play this, but I didn't know which one y'all was gonna do."
He got you as a.
And I just gave y'all another one. I'm trying to tell y'all, look, I'm doing all of this, and he still can't win. There's no. When niggas said the original question before all of this, the podcast, before everything else, I sat there and I watched somebody say, "Who can go 20 songs with Drake?" And the first thing I said was Kanye. And niggas, you bugging this thing. The first thing I said, I didn't say nobody else. Niggas like, yo, Jay-Z. No, I don't even think. Honestly, I don't think because of the times. I don't think Jay-Z can go with Drake right now. But I think Kanye.
You wild.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you because of the times. Don't get it twisted.
That makes sense.
Because
Kanye
of the
was
times.
there in the 2010s. Kanye was out there in the 2010s.
Now watch this. Watch this. I said the same thing about Usher. Remember, Usher, you can smack certain niggas in the face with Usher, but when you talk about Chris Brown, that's a different conversation. Because of the times. I'm telling you, because of the times, Usher might not stand a chance against.
I don't think so. I think Chris Brown has a lot of substance, but a lot of songs, but I don't think he has that much substance.
And I'm telling you, because of the times, because of the battle and the scenario and how it goes, this nigga Chris Brown is gonna smoke Usher.
Smoke? Nah.
Smoke.
No.
Smoke.
No way.
Smoke.
No way possible.
No.
No way possible. Bro.
You're gonna play You Got It Bad, and he's gonna say she's not you.
You Got It Bad 20 times.
And she's not you.
No.
She's not you. Michael Jackson sample. Michael Jackson sample. You're bugging. See, and that's the whole point. I'm trying to tell you. It's a sign of.
Nah, that's
it's a sign of the times, brother. It's a sign of the times. That's all it is.
That could
if you got the older crowd with you and stuff like that, yeah, she got you got it bad, definitely.
You got the young crowd that you gonna do once you hear that? Hey, my boo.
First of all, you got to realize that the young. Listen,
I'm asking you.
You can play Umbrella Remix.
Play
yo for my boo.
You can play Umbrella Remix.
Yo wasn't a smash. Yo was a smash.
What about when he plays Confessions Part 2? What are you gonna do?
The what? What's that?
Confessions Part 2.
Deuces. Now what?
Oh hell,
Ah, you
Get him
wild.
out of here. Get him out of here.
hell no.
All that bullshit for the
I'm not giving
birds.
you that.
What else you plays Burn? I'm waiting.
I mean, the only reason why I'm having trouble is because this nigga records like a fucking a animal. He has
And this is what I
good
said.
shit. So
That's what I said.
that's the
The
only
nigga
reason why I can't really
he's
think.
dropping 40 song albums right now.
Yeah, I know, but
He's dropping 40 song albums right now.
He has more. He actually has more hits than Usher. He has more hits.
Yes.
Nah.
Yes.
Nice and
He's an
slow.
all-time hit. He's
Wait,
an
what?
all-time hit leader.
Nah,
He
bro.
has
What do you
more
mean,
hits.
nah?
He has. Wait. Hold on. You can't debate that, bro.
Like, what are you talking about? He literally has more hits than everybody
No,
in the
more
music
hits,
game.
yeah. I'm not saying better hits. I'm saying more hits. He has more hits than Usher for
But
sure.
this is about a better hit type of shit. So
You said what?
this is the verses is a better hit. If I got a better hit than you, I'm gonna win.
Yeah, no,
If you play,
absolutely. I'm just saying he has more.
if you
hits.
play
I'm not saying
Burn,
he has
somebody
better,
can play Say Goodbye.
You
Now
lose.
think about it.
Say goodbye to that song.
Nah, Say Goodbye. Say Goodbye. You're bugging.
Say
Say Goodbye was there.
Yeah.
Say Goodbye was there.
Let it burn. What are you talking about?
It's the same
But
as
that's
it's
to
the same.
us, bro. That's to us.
Exactly.
Our age.
Nah, I get it.
Exactly.
I get it.
You
You gotta
feel
play
me?
too. You gotta
But
play.
if you get somebody that's like good, like maybe like 5-6 years younger, they might think differently. That's all it takes, like a good like 5 years, and they might be like, "Yo, say goodbye."
It's hard. It's hard. I got to talk quantity today. I said, yo, that shit is hard. It's not simple. Like sometimes JT plays shit and I'm like, to me, I'm like, oh, I didn't like it. But people will be like, yo, that shit is fire. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And probably vice versa. Like,
But
it's
there
hard.
are hits that are undeniable.
Yes, definitely.
Like
Couple of my Kanye hits.
like people might be on some like, yo, I don't. Some people might be like, yo, I don't like Yeah, but you know that Yeah was like a smash. Like,
and you know
you can't deny that.
Nah, Years a throwaway. You gotta leave that alone. But you know what? No, I can't even say that no more.
Cheat code right there.
I'm telling you right now, Justin changed the game because I thought Changes was like something that you leave alone. Me and him had a conversation. I said, when he played Changes, leave that shit alone. That nigga played Juicy for that.
I said, nah.
And won the round.
I said, nah, I got this one.
He played Juicy?
He played Juicy for Changes, which was, listen, that was a big moment. Justin was almost getting stomped. He was almost getting stomped. He played Juicy, and that shit helped him out. Like I'm trying to tell you, it brought him back.
Juicy.
He said, yo, don't. He said, yo, you got to lose that round. I said, nah, I got this.
Yeah, you definitely did say
that was a good one.
I said, I might lose on a couple of other ones, but I got this one.
Yeah, he definitely said that.
That was the best punch he threw in his life.
Yes, yeah. I'm not gonna say that.
Somebody can try out the Chris Brown and Usher shit if y'all want to. Try it out. Try it out.
We could.
I might have to do Breezy. Just to prove a point.
It can happen. Niggas could do that. It can happen. And just see how it will come out.
The ladies, so we gotta figure something out.
For that one, I might have to do Breezy. I might have to show up to one of your houses for this one. Like, right?
I'm fine with that too. Let's do it.
I wear the mask. If y'all wear it, I wear the mask. I'm healthy as a motherfucker, but I wear a mask.
It's only me. Everybody's sleeping, so I got a big cut. So there's a couple of more things I want to get to with you guys since y'all here, right? What do you think about B. Simone saying she can't date a guy with a 9 to 5?
It's definitely a good question.
What do you feel like that? Because
I understand what she's talking about.
do you understand because she's in that industry where she can do it, or you think it's what? But what does that set an example for women?
Because the reason why I could understand is because it would just help, like even with somebody, even when even with the females, the women that I mess with, I get in relationships with, a lot of them can't understand. They can't understand the late night studio sessions. They can't understand, just that lifestyle. You feel me? They're not entrepreneurs. All they do is not like I said. All they do, but what they do is they wake up at 7, 8 o'clock or whatever, go to work, come home at 6 o'clock, and that's that. They can't really relate. So I understand what she's talking about. But that's not to say that I can't get with anybody. I mean, 95% of the women that I do get with, have a 9 to 5 job. Not all of them are, in the industry
So
or entrepreneurs.
in a sense, you're saying entrepreneurs should be with entrepreneurs. You think that's a better match?
No, I don't. I think you should be with whoever you want to be with. I don't feel like you should have to be with a certain type. I mean, it just helps. Cause like there's been times that I've been with, women that are, producers and songwriters. So we can relate differently than others. But sometimes that's where it stops. It stops at just that. And then there's been people that I've been with that we relate on so many other levels, so many other things, other than you just can't understand why I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
So what do you
So
want?
I don't
Oh,
I don't think that you should have to. Like you don't have to. But I mean it helps. It helps.
I think her conversation was ignorant and it lumped everybody in you put everybody in the box.
I
And
didn't. Now I'm gonna say I didn't watch. I'm sorry to cut you off, bro. I didn't really watch it. I just I was hearing people talking about it, so that would probably
I
kind of
just saw
help
the
too.
clip.
I
Everybody
probably
just
need to
saw the
watch it.
clip, right?
I didn't.
I
I
saw
didn't
the
see
clip.
it. I didn't
I
see
definitely saw the
anything.
clip.
I ain't see it.
All I did
Oh,
was
okay.
see
I
the
didn't
clip.
see anything. I saw
So
people talking about it. That's all. But yeah, bro.
so basically what she said was that can't no like a person with a 9 to 5 couldn't understand why she was up at 3 o'clock in the morning chasing that bag and doing what she got to do and this that and the other. And
Mhm.
when I did respond to this on one of my friends' pages on social media, I forget who page it was. I wish I had them out, but I can't remember. And
Mhm.
my argument was, in my line of work, 7 to 3:30 is my normal shift. But you know how many niggas that's waiting right now? It's 12:47 right now. That's waiting for a call to come in and go. There's a hit poll. There's this. There's that. And there's people that don't understand that. Like even when it
Mm.
comes down to it, my daughter's mother,
Mm.
we live together. We go like I sit there at 2:30. My day went
Mhm.
smooth than whatever. And at 2:30, some crazy shit comes in, and I gotta call her and go, listen, they holding me
Trust me.
here.
Thank
They holding me here. We got to do this. We got to do that. We got a hip hole. We got to do this, that, and the other. And my line of work, sometimes you can't go home. So
Mm.
for me to sit there and say that she don't understand that, it's ignorant or something like that because this niggas, like I said, in my line of work, that you wouldn't understand that at 12 o'clock at night, the niggas, like, they get a phone call and then they shoot the work. Some people don't
Mm.
understand that. Some people don't understand how we sat there in Puerto Rico for 30 days and bust our ass and did what we had to do. There was like half the country they ain't had no lights, they ain't had no power, they ain't had no nothing. And we went out there to make sure that they was get what we could do what we could do. That's it. It's actually people in my line of profession that's their
Mhm.
normal job. They're storm chasers. Once a storm hits, they shoot over there and they do that. They get their power back, they get their lights back, stuff like that. Some people
Mm.
won't understand that. But to call, like to sit there and say, I can't deal with somebody because you won't understand nobody understands my line of work. People, the fire department, which is revered as the most, like they're the most bravest. I think, if I'm not mistaken, in New York, they're called New York's bravest or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. They're scared of electricity.
That's the
When I
Yankees.
show up on locations, the Yankees, come on, stop. We're not doing that.
Mhm.
When Carnet shows up on location with the fire department falls back.
Mhm.
But the public doesn't know this. The public just rides on the fact that the fire department is public first responders and they do what they're supposed to do. But once
Mhm.
Carnet shows up on certain jobs, fire department falls back. Again, nobody would ever understand my job, but I would never sit there and go, I wouldn't date nobody that didn't understand Con Ed.
Right.
And that's why I say that was like you can sit there and if she's talking money wise, I know niggas that make 400,000 or 500,000 in Con Ed. Easy. So what did we talk like her conversation was a little ignorant. And that's why I didn't agree with it.
What you think, JT? I'm about to be the crazy one in this conversation.
I agree and I disagree. Like, yes, it may have came off as ignorant, but the way I took it was like, yo, that's just her preference. And to go back to what you said about, her First Amendment right, like she got the right to say that. That's what she wants. That's what she could put out there. But I think that the key thing is that, and what I think she should have said was, if you're insecure, this may not be for you. Because, like Wanye said, you're not going to understand the studio sessions when I'm up late at night. If you insecure, you're not built for that type of lifestyle. So I think that's where she should have went with it, as opposed to just saying like, if you do this, then we can't work out. But like the way I took it was like, oh, if you're insecure about being alone, like understand that I can't be with you all the time. If you can't handle that, then it may not work out for you.
See, but then again, I mean, before you get into your point, Justin, she never mentioned that.
That's what I'm saying.
Her point, like it was basically, to me, what I took from it was you couldn't understand my grind at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying? And that's why I said I know niggas that sit right at home right now waiting for a call. Like when it rains in my company, in my department, my field, when it rains, most people be like, yo, I'm just gonna stay in the house. Nah, niggas is sitting at the phone waiting for that phone to ring. Because somebody might slip off the road and hit a pole. We got to go out there and fix that. And niggas is sitting there waiting for that grind. I know niggas that I work with, they wives. Like if that nigga's sleeping and the phone ring, they wife, because she knows the situation, she answers the phone, she presses the numbers to make sure that he gets the okay to go to work, and she'll wake him up like, yo, listen, they called you, go to work. 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. This is what goes on. I'm trying to tell you. So what I took at it from it wasn't an insecure level. It was a grind level. If you work 9 to 5, how could you understand me being up at 3 o'clock in the morning?
Okay,
that's
fair. That's fair.
So real quick, I agree with everything you said. Like I'm gonna play the devil's advocate here too. So, I think that it's hard to if I'm an entrepreneur or whatever like that, and I'm up and like Moye said, like sometimes we be in the studio until like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. They don't understand. But why are we acting like we don't know females that want somebody who is just a drug dealer who just pays for everything like that? Like, why are we doing this right now, fellas? Like we're 40th century. Like
because it's misogynistic.
But this is the truth. We know women like that.
But it's misogynistic to imply that.
Nah, Warren, let him bury himself. Go ahead, Josh.
But we know there are women out there who are like that, who just want somebody who pays for them and can do that. Am I right or am I wrong?
You're right, but in this instance, you're wrong. Wait. In this instance, you're wrong because she explained that she will be up at 3 o'clock in the morning to do work. And that's why you're wrong in this situation.
I get that. I'm just saying, in general, I want a guy who does not work a 9 to 5. There are women who work a 9 to 5 who does not want a guy who works a 9 to 5, right?
But again, remember, she said because while you work a 9 to 5, you won't understand me being up at 3 o'clock, and that's the difference.
So besides her being the one who's working up and then are there women who want that?
There are. There definitely are.
My point exactly.
You're right. I think, and I said, like in this instance, I think that was
in her instance. But I'm just saying, this is just a thing that was advocate here. This is it. There are women who want people who want them drug dealers to just do that. Let's just speak it.
You said that.
That's true.
I said that.
No,
That's
I
not
know. I
true.
agree with
JT,
you. No,
that's
I
not
agree with
true.
it. I don't care. I don't listen.
You said
That's
that.
not true. Let's just say that's not true.
Fuck what JT got to say. I'm with you, my nigga. They all plenty
Thank you.
women.
They are women who are out there who just want
Yes.
us, who want to be with the drug dealer, who just got money and paid out to do
I
all
don't
that
say.
shit.
I
Like,
won't even say the drug dealer. I just want to say like there's women out there that wouldn't mind a person taking
pampered.
care of them.
Exactly.
Taking care of them. So, but they don't have
If you
the
want
drug
to be
dealer.
out there and you want to do your shit, and you want to be an entrepreneur, and I need to understand that you're not working a 9 to 5, and you up at 3 o'clock in the morning getting your jokes ready for the next day because you're working on Wild and Out. That's what you should be doing. I gotta understand that. But a lot of women, a lot of dudes are not even like that either. Like it's both ways.
It is.
Yeah.
It definitely is. Then see, the niggas don't want to touch on the topic. I touch on every topic. Like,
Look at these two. Look at these two right here. They don't want to say that. Look at them.
All I said was that you said that.
Listen.
You said it. You said it.
I'll explain it like this. Like for instance, like when I'm asked what kind of woman am I looking for, I always say my first and foremost is if you want to like not if you want to deal with me, but I will prefer. That's it. Don't kill ladies if you're watching. Don't kill me, but I will prefer a woman that stayed home. I'm an old-fashioned dude. I feel like a man should take care of most of the financial situation. I'm not saying that you're less than a person. I'm not saying that you're less than. We are equal in this household and stuff like that. To this day, if y'all don't believe me, my daughter's mother stays home, but now she's an entrepreneur. She's doing the ISO T's and the TLC company and stuff like that. Yes, yeah, she's waiting for you, my nigga. Get on your shit. Anyway. Yeah, she's waiting for you. And I plug that. She didn't plug that. I plug that. So at the same time, you can do both. I'm a 9 to 5 nigga that understands that she got to grind. Like she be up here a lot of times. She be sitting this desk that I'm sitting at right now. She's here until 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, and like I'll sit there and go, yo, when you going to bed, like you need some sleep. Like you're bugging. I get it. I understand. I'm not sitting there saying, yo, you bug. Like what are you doing up now? Listen, get some sleep. Tomorrow's another day. Get back on the grind. This, that, and the other. So. And that's another reason why I felt like her comments were ignorant because you don't know. I'm a 9 to 5 nigga. She right now she's moving in the steps of an entrepreneur. I support her in everything that she does and stuff like that. Yo, get that bag. Get any bag that you can, and I'm gonna support it. That's why the first thing I did when Justin told me that that he ran out of the shit that he was using. And I said, "What company you?"
Hold on. Before you think make it seem like I'm fucking using like steroids and shit.
No,
I was taking the tea.
It's a tea that he was drinking.
Hey, no,
I said that already. I said the ISO. I said all that already. Like, see,
but I'm not taking no weird shit.
Nah, he's not taking no weird shit. When I went to go pick up my 40 shirt, my 40 Century shirt. We had the conversation and he was like, yo, because he was in a weight loss process and he was taking the ISO. And I said, that's crazy because my daughter's mother, she sells that.
And he did not place his order.
I said that already.
So what happened?
He said he's going to call you. Relax. Yo, get out of here. Can I plug it?
All right, I'm just playing. God.
See? No, she's on. See?
My fault. I'm sorry.
When you see two different kind of things, two separate entities could work out in the same household. You see, I'm fucking her shit and I'm doing what I gotta do at the same time. That's why I say that shit is ignorant. That's the only reason why.
My fault. I just needed to take the radical view on this.
Yeah, but again, your radical view is it's not radical depending on the conversation, but because she mentioned her being up at 3 o'clock in the morning.
If she didn't mention her being up at 3 o'clock, would be my view.
Yes. Well, maybe. It's still don't be misogynistic. Don't do that because you know what I mean. We're not here to do that. We're not here to do that. No.
I'm not trying to be, but I'm just saying. Like I know I could go through my Instagram right now, and I know a lot of women who are like that.
I know them too.
Exactly. I'm just saying. It's what we see on a
But you
day to day.
can't again the same
I'm
way
not
we
saying
can't lump
all women are like that,
we
not at
can't
all.
lump the women in the same category. We can't
But
lump
I
black
but I
people in the
also
same
think that
category. We can't lump.
she's showing. I think that just shows for women who are not like her, who want to be that thing. They give them that notion to be with somebody who is not who. I like you said. There are people who work 9 to 5 who are CEOs. Like you think CEO. First of all, do you think CEOs don't clock in?
That's true.
You think that
That's true.
Juan, you're a CEO of your own fucking company. You don't clock in on a 9 to 5 basis, like
You're right. You're definitely right about that.
I'm just saying. Just because it's a 9 to 5, don't mean they just want they. If you
And
look at it, they look
that's
at
what
it
I
as
was saying.
different. No, I agree with you, and I
But
agree
to
with
say
you. I'm not
that
being
all of these
misogynistic
women,
or anything like that. But what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, that view of her saying, "Oh, I can't have a guy who works a 9 to 5," skewers a lot of women views.
listen, let me explain something to y'all. It's the same way I felt when Dame Dash was like, "The working man is a sucker." That's what he said. He literally sat there
exactly.
on Power 105 and he's shitting on everybody that goes to work every day. And I'm like, the same man that owns a corner store makes a certain amount of money, and the person that could do a certain kind of job can make the same amount of money working for somebody else. So how could you call him a sucker? Just because he makes his money differently? Like, he's not a sucker. He just chose to make his money differently. And that's how I felt about that conversation. Like when she said that's how I felt about it. Like
in all aspects, I'm not trying to be misogynistic or anything like that, but that's exactly what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Because if you flip it around, that's just like that's what it is. Like, there's women that want to be with somebody who just a 9 to 5. They got time for them, and they go outside. They work the block and they do what they gotta do. They got time for them. But listen, a CEO that's making $300,000 a year, $1 million a year, $2 million a year, they clock in.
At
First
some
of all,
point,
you own your business. You there 24 hours. That's your fucking job.
Definitely, that's the other thing.
You get what I'm saying?
When you own your own business, you got your own brand and stuff like that. That shit is definitely like that.
Since me and JT got these shirts and got all this shit, I don't think JT took a day off. Am I lying, though?
Yeah, nah, you know.
Am I lying? When you don't work, we here talking about what we gotta do, right?
Yeah.
And he's working on Instagram too. Like, he flexing on Instagram. I see you, my nigga. I see you work. I see you flexing on Instagram.
And when he's done on that, I hit him up. We hit each other up like, yo, what we got left? I got this. Yeah, I'm his partner. Yeah, we doing shit together. Yeah, we working it out. Meaning, but there's no days off on this shit. There's no 9 to 5. My girl not gonna say, yo, yeah, I can't deal with guy at 9 to 5 because there's no 9 to 5 here. We talk about this shit all day. You text me at 9 to 5. If you text me at 6 o'clock, you're like, yo, I want a shirt. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna make that fucking shirt.
Yeah, you work for the people.
But now watch this. What you just said is what she's saying. Because
no, I agree.
No,
I agree. But I'm just saying we can't act like there's women. There's no women out there who just want that. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I said. At the end of the day, it's just her opinion, her preference. She don't speak for all women.
I would appreciate it if she said it was her preference.
Yeah, she could have just said that. That's all she had to say. This is what I prefer.
She was like, I would never date this, that, and the other. Nah. Say I prefer a dude like this because, you know, maybe he will understand my grind a little more. Not to say that a 9 to 5 nigga could never understand her grind being up at 3 o'clock. And now that's what my argument was.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I know niggas that work 7 to 3. But when the storm is coming, when they know a hurricane is coming, like my nigga, Hurricane Sandy, when everybody was sitting there chilling in their crib, nigga, I was driving to work. I was on my way to work.
Yeah, my view might be radical, but I'm just saying at the end of the day, there's like we have to look at it from both ways. Like, she could say something, it's good that she's working, but at the end of the day, when she says I don't want a guy at 9 to 5, there's women that look up to her. Maybe not, maybe yes, but there's women that are gonna look up to her and say I don't want a guy that's 9 to 5 now.
Yeah.
When there's a 9 to 5 nigga that's making more than you.
Yeah. And I agree with you on that because that happens a lot. And the person that goes to clocking day to day on an 8-hour basis or a 12-hour basis or whatever is overlooked because you're clocking in for an 8-hour basis or a 12-hour basis. I get that. I get that aspect.
The only issue I took to what you just said, Just, was the fact that if B Simone can sway your way of thinking like that from an Instagram video, you're the problem. Nah. Like B Simone should not be the reason why you think that you need a man who's an entrepreneur. Like I just don't.
Why?
I don't agree, people.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
no, I get you. So, but then why do these other little niggas look up to 6ix9ine? You can't say that because people do look up to people, regardless if it's for the bad reasons, for any reason. Like no funny shit. These little kids out here, they look up to you, right?
Yeah, but they don't to the 6ix9ine. They don't do what 6ix9ine do. Though.
But how do you know that they don't look up to you and that type of thing?
God,
People
you know
can
what?
look up to people no matter what. Like it doesn't have to be a bad thing at all. They look up to you.
That's
Like,
a good argument. Not to say that she got 1 million women following that same creed, but if you got 10, then you might potentially obscure 10 women's minds because of it.
It happens. It happen.
Okay.
It can happen. It can happen. If I look up to you, if I looked up to any one of y'all, and you said, "Yo, let's just say I know. Listen, I don't mean it, but you say, "Yo, I don't like gay people," and I start to feel like that, that's one person you influenced.
Yeah.
Regardless if that's how you feel or not.
And you know what's funny? I can't argue with that because I'm very careful about certain things I endorse on social media. I am very careful. If y'all notice, I don't know if you ever paid attention, but I definitely, like I said, on Instagram, I don't promote nobody but my own guys when it comes to music. If you notice, I don't wear. Of course, you already know. When I'm gonna come pick my white one up on Wednesday, and then I'll wear that one. But I only promote my own guys. If you notice, I really don't have no brands in my video at all. Nothing. And a lot of people they give me flack because like half my videos. No, 80% of my videos I ain't got no shirt on. But listen, I be in the comfort of my own home. I put a shirt on for y'all. You're lucky because I ain't gonna lie to y'all. When I'm home, shirt comes off. I'm comfortable. I'm good, and that's what I do. But I put this shirt on because it's important. I gotta push y'all forward, just like I push when I'm doing my push-ups. I push Cap and Rick. I push Ye forward whenever the song has one Ye beats on it. Definitely, you know when I sit there and go produced by, I put those.
Can I tell you something, Warren?
Of course.
I appreciate that too.
It's real shit. I have never lied in my life. But every time Wanye makes a beat, I made it for him.
Yeah.
I said, yo, Wanye, put shit on this because I got chocolate.
You know what's funny? Because nigga Zay told me the other day that he ghostwrite for Rick, and that was the funniest shit I ever heard in my life.
No, Zay
listen, at the end of the day, Wanye is my guy. My nigga Rizzo, y'all already know Rizzo is like my little brother. Like I always push for him. I push for everybody. Anybody, like anything that moves our block past ignorance. When people, I don't want people to sit there and think that Throsnick is just ignorance or anything like that. Yo, there's successful people that then came out of this block. There's successful people that's still coming out of this block. We still moving. We still doing this and the other. That's why when they made that big deal about the bus, when you find out behind the scenes that the bus driver was cool with it, and there was a cop there, that the cops were cool with it, and they was in the video and stuff like that. Like, don't make it seem like we was out there just wilding. And again, when I was like, I'm not sure how old he is, but I think he seemed about 18, 19, 20 years old. When I was 18, 19, 20 years old,
21, 22.
there was nobody. I'm 36 this year. There was nobody 36 when I was 18, 19, 20 years old going, yo, you need to chill, you need to calm down, or
Exactly.
vouching for us and going, yo, like these is my little guys, you bugging, like leave them alone, let them rock this and the other. There was nobody out there doing it. Or nobody with preference or nobody with substance to sit there and say, yo, this is what's going on, leave them alone, this, that, and the other. So me wake up every day, going to work, doing this, that, and the other. Yo, leave Bimbo alone, let him make his music. That's what it is. The block is everything. I grew up on that block. My daughter's mother grew up on that block. Y'all grew up on that block. Like, we ain't bad people. So let's not make it seem like everything that comes out the block is bad. And that's why I always push that forward. I always make sure when I'm doing my push-ups or when I'm doing my workout routine, I always put my guys on there. I'm not putting no industry niggas that niggas already know. Nah, my guys go on there. You see the 40th Century shirt, same shit. And even besides that, like, people that don't have that platform or maybe they're trying to push forward, I will always give that light before somebody that's already on. Because we all came from that block, and if you're not representing the block that you came from, or the city that you came from, and all that, I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, that's what it is, and that's why to me, Throws niggas is the most important to me because a lot of times these niggas just look at it like, "You came from the projects." Yeah, I came from the projects. Now what? That was good. Like we good. There's people out here. There's good people from the projects. That's what's going on in this world right now. Even what we fighting for right now, equality. For me and you, when people that do honest shit, you on a podcast, I go to work, you go to work, everybody goes to work, you do what you do. If we get treated differently by the cops, or we get treated because we come from these neighborhoods, that you're gonna slam us on the ground because we might be potentially, that's crazy, and that's what we fight for. And that's why it's so important to push this kind of shit. That's why I always push it forward. I don't like I said, I don't broadcast anything else. I barely play any other kind. I listen to a whole shitload. You see how hard I'm going for Ye?
Yeah.
But I go hard for Kanye the same way I go for Wanye.
You like that? You like that?
That's a ball. That's a ball.
That was my fault.
I like that.
That's sorry. But that's what's so important. And what we lost in our neighborhoods is that factor. When niggas left and when we were younger, they left our neighborhoods and they didn't pay it forward. It's the same reason why, and JT is gonna vouch for this when I say this. It's a reason why the HBCUs were in trouble at one point, and they had to let white kids and white students in because we didn't pay it forward. We didn't go back and be alumni, and we didn't put that money in that college. So now they had to take money from somewhere else to maintain. Now that the black culture is moving forward, now everybody want to go back to the HBCUs, but we should have always been there. That should have been always the first option. And it's a time now. Like, it's time for us to step up. It's time for us to do what we got to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, listen, fellas. We had a fucking amazing talk, man. I appreciate both of you guys. We in 3 hours and 52 minutes, and we might have to end this shit.
Yo, did you even introduce the episode number? Or did
That's episode 9, guys. Next time, episode 10.
Yo, this nigga.
Next time,
I was in, you ain't even introduced the episode, bro.
Yeah, bro, I didn't do it because I was alone. It was mad awkward in the beginning. It was dumb hard, but it happened. But
yeah,
that's why I stepped in. That's what I told you. I'm the unofficial. They're gonna have to put my name in the lights next time. I don't know.
Listen. Anything else you guys want to say? I want to. First of all, honestly, I want to thank you guys. Like, DC, yo, I love you, my nigga. You know, we've been friends forever. Warren, you know, you're my family, man. Like,
we already know.
Like,
we family. Nigga, like we family.
Yeah, no, for real. But like we appreciate you guys and thank you guys. I want to thank everybody that's still here, man. It's 4 hours in and people still here watching us. Like
That's what's up. I told you I can't see the comments. On my phone, I gotta go back and forth.
No, listen, we appreciate it. Next week, we on our 10th episode, 10 weeks, 10. We do first time double digits. So we probably gonna get drunk or something like that. Take shots at everybody. Maybe that's what I might do, but I don't know.
No, we gonna do that.
No, I'm with it. I'm with that. That sounds good.
I think our 10th episode, we might have to just bring everybody on and take a shot with us. So
that sounds good.
We making this shit rock. We doing shit, and like, did we think it was gonna happen like this? Not a fucking chance. But we appreciate everybody and everything y'all do for us too, man. They're just wearing the shirts, just talking to us, everything like that. DC, I'm making a shirt tonight, tomorrow. Let me know, whatever you want. I'll text you in this few. But man, we really appreciate you guys. Like, without you guys on the show, without you guys listening, without everybody there just listening and watching and commenting, without you guys, we are nothing. So we thank you. We thank you. JT, you got anything?
Nah, I mean, I ditto everything you just said.
We are ending something, right? But I'm ending it with a song from y'all know Chambers, y'all know V, you know Vaughn, right?
Yeah,
I'm ending it with him tonight because that's my family too. They bought like 7 shirts.
Yeah,
for
definitely. That's definitely my guy. That's definitely my guy.
I'm always gonna promote my family, so we're gonna end with this, fella. So I'm gonna let it play for a little bit, and then we're gonna end out.
I just want to let y'all know I might either tomorrow or Monday I might go live just for a sound check to see what my sound sound like.
Go live. You could just text me when you want to go on. Matter of fact, we talk about this shit after. Just let me end this shit and then just don't leave.
All right.
This is Chambers right here.
Look, I made a promise to myself, no matter what happens, I will never give up. Never. I may be a lot of things, but one thing you can never say is I'm a quitter. Come on. I'm just looking for some dinner to set up the table for me and my hitters. And every one of us is sinners. Only difference is I stopped looking for forgiveness and started looking for the truth in myself, knowing what lies in my spirit. It's something different, demons screaming in my head, tears bleeding, nigga fear it. Fans in the stand sharing bright lights blaring, some can't stand it. So they fall victim to the false vision of being real in the fraud system. Now tell me how real is that? About as real as niggas getting clapped on the same block, kids are getting snatched, never seen again, never coming back, trying to stomach that. Probably couldn't do something, yeah, they probably wouldn't. But it's going down, niggas stand around like fucking clowns trying to get the footage. They got it though, yeah, along with a barrage of bullets. So distracted they ain't catch the actor. Shooter next to him when he up and pulled it. Damn, this world so foolish. For adding fuel to a fire fuming and not acknowledge what the fuck we doing.
Nigga, what the fuck?
Be going on through people's noodles. Mostly the chicken. Don't let it soup you. Everybody's stressing more than the usual. Back when they ran, too many funerals. Just went to job. Just went to jail. Family is broke. Ain't got the bail. Living in hell. Tell me what you would do just to prevail. Carry your weapon and shoot it to kill. Work at McDonald's to pay all your bills. Do what you gotta do, nigga. It's real. Honestly, nigga, nobody gon' care. They tell you so what? Life isn't fair. It is what it is. Your problems, they problems, your problems. But all of your problems will never be theirs. And I hope that that's clear. That's me staring into the mirror, seeing exactly what these people fear. Black and intelligent, young and I'm elegant, walking with excellence all through my melanin. Ain't nothing better than never be settling. Fuck all the rhetoric, nigga, we haven't said never forget that shit. Never forget.
That was High Silence.
That was he right there. That was he.
That was my
I ain't gonna lie, that was dope.
Come on, bro. Listen, that is off his new, what he said. He said that's his intro to his new EP, man. So, you got to get him on the track, man.
Tell him if he's still listening. Tell him I'm gonna slap you whenever I see you. Because
he just worked a little while ago, so
he should know already. I do my workout videos. I could have been put that because first of all, that should be in my playlist anyway. That was fire. That was me.
I can send you that. We over here promoting everybody, man. For real. Like for us, we promoting y'all. We gonna promote. man. But we appreciate everybody. And Brian, you late, nigga. We was talking shit earlier about you.
He's definitely late though. He definitely
Yeah, we were talking about your battle earlier, but bro, listen, we love y'all, man. Anything you gotta say, JT, before we get out of here?
Nah, man, ditto everything that you said. We appreciate y'all, like especially Warren and Wanya, y'all coming in here chopping it up with us. Like
told
this
you, listen,
again,
y'all
like
just gotta
y'all
just put me on.
don't,
Put me on the payroll. I'm here. That's it. That's it. We're not gonna act like I'm a guest no more. We just gonna
Not for nothing. We ain't on payroll yet.
listen. Don't treat me like a guest no more. I'm home now. Every time I'm home now. That's
Yo,
it.
listen, we out of here, man. Remember, your 9 to 5 pay the bills, but your 6 to 12 build your empire, and that's why we on here after 6 to 12 because we building this fucking empire, man.
There
We
you go.
building it with our family and everything like that. So we gonna keep building. We gonna keep building. We gonna keep building, man. For real. We love y'all. We out. 40.
All right.